Don't look at our moderator. That'll be taken out in post.
Exactly.
Now you've seen who our moderator is, the lovely Rena.
Yeah.
For the three of you who've joined us.
Okay,
that's right.
Is this working?
Oh, it's perfect. Do your ASMR now.
Working?
Just do that.
Oh,
ASMR.
is it working? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Art of the Roll. We're really excited to have you back here.
What? Speak up! I can't hear you.
I can actually hear you perfectly, even though you're whispering.
Well, things were pretty messed up last time. I think we're gonna do a little intro, but we're about to dive into some crazy stuff. So those of you joining us,
is that what we're doing? Like, are we gonna dive
yes,
in?
there was one of these guys. Remember this guy? Remember? Like,
yeah,
that's
no,
pretty
I remember
serious.
that. I'm just saying, are you sure that diving right in is what we're gonna do? Because like,
oh, I'm just saying adventure-wise, like stuff is going to happen, but I say headlong into something is probably the way it's going to go. But anyway, we'll turn it over to Greg.
I will mention that there are, anyone who is here yet, there are a whole slew of emojis now if you're a subscriber. Also, now you can actually use channel points to be able to do many things on the show. So one of those things is you can unlock any emoji you want using your channel points. If you've been watching for a while, you might have quite a lot in the thousands of channel points. If you go to look at your chat bar, and at the bottom left, there is a little button you can press if you're on Twitch, and you'll see a natural one there. You can click that and spend all your channel points to do different things. So check that out. Some of them are to benefit me, some of them are to benefit players, and some of us are literally just to troll us, which is perfectly good. The other thing to mention is, as always, hello, heyo. The other thing to mention is we get all of our music from Tabletop RPG Music. It's on Patreon, blah, blah, blah. It's in the description. They're great. And lastly, if you are a Twitch Prime user, remember you get one free subscription to any channel of your choice. Click us or someone else you like. But be sure to use that. It's free money. Or it's Amazon's money. Use it wherever you want. Then I think that is it. So with that, it is time to roll the intro.
Kaboom!
And welcome back. Boom. Yes. Okay. So,
There will be trolling.
there will be trolling. And there will be trolls.
probably.
Um,
So ready,
Don't be shy with
satanic
the
influence.
emojis, Paul.
that's right.
Oh, it's
Last
Charlie.
time on R the Roll. Charlie. We, after the party was able to wipe out the bugbears, Angelo was able to use his contacts to dispose of the bodies for reasons which were better left unasked. Fitz stayed at the tavern floor with Thelric and had a bit of a talk with him. He saw, they talked a bit about the companions, probably gave a little bit too much information about his companions, but at the end of it, he told Thelric about his dream where he saw him as a woman being beaten by Jarlaxle. That freaked him out a bit, and he quickly exited the tavern to be by himself. The following morning, Greyhide, Fitz, and Enigma decided to question the prisoner that they were tasked to watch. If you remember, someone from Jarlaxle's crew asked them to watch this prisoner. From this crazy dwarf named Ott, they found out a few details. One, they found out that Ott takes care of Slygar, Xanathar's fish, for which he obsessed with. That Kira, Greyhide's sister, works for Xanathar and takes care of the Kinkus, and that Kira doesn't actually stay in Xanathar's lair. She stays somewhere else, but also underground. Ott then tries to make a deal with Greyhide that, hey, if they let him go, he'll take Greyhide to his sister underground. Eventually, the party does not take that opportunity, though, and they head out without Thelric to the Castellanter's orphanage to investigate the Castellanters for corruption, because they were asked to by Mert. While at that orphanage, while Fig talked to the old lady who was running the orphanage named Essa, the rest of the party snuck around to the cellar door at the orphanage, and they were able to break into there and search the cellar for a bit. Fig, talking to Essa, found out a few things, that the Castle Lanterns actually never visited the orphanage that they sponsor, that Essa worked for them started working for them 3 years ago, right when they became wealthy suddenly, and also when their son went missing, which is all kind of a coincidence. And Essa became nervous with all the questions and started obviously lying to try to get Fig to go away. Before Fig left that orphanage, she also left a paper bird of 2 of the kids that were recently added to the orphanage, in case anything goes down there. So Greyhide, Fitz, and Enigma, they look through this cellar, they find a secret passage, they go into a tunnel that was freshly cut, and they're going there for a while until the ground starts to shake, and suddenly an Umberhawk breaks through the wall and attacks them. After some lucky crits, they take the Umberhawk down, and eventually Fig catches up. Together, I think it was mainly Fig actually, figures out that the Umberhawk was actually what probably dug the whole passage that they were in, probably for someone, because they actually had equipment on the Umberhawk to do it professionally. Finally, the party went to the end of the tunnel. They cracked open a secret door at the end that was kind of obvious, and they saw a muscular devil walking by who had undulating chains around him, horns on his face, and a pale tattooed skin. And that's actually where we left off, right when you saw that. I do believe we figured out that 2 of you, and you told the rest probably, that this is definitely a devil of some sort.
To the devil with this. What do you guys? I think we have only one place, only one direction we can go, comrades. Headlong into danger. What do you guys think?
Greyhide, you're still bleeding from a giant beetle. You want to take down a devil, you're still bleeding from the giant beetle back there. There's blood coming out of you. We shouldn't do this. Fig,
but,
Alpha.
Despite that, I feel like I've leveled up slightly as a result of that. I think it was a good experience, and my level of ability seems to have increased as a result of it. So even though I was almost murdered, I actually feel a little bit more capable. I don't know. Maybe it's just adrenaline, but I'm feeling...
Thus, the murder hobos were born.
My axe is thirsty for that demon's blood.
Such a man.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so masculinity and posturing aside, first let's write... Fig, do you have those things? Do you have the birdie notes?
I cannot put my masculinity aside. I can pause and listen to you, but I can't push it aside. I can
see it coming out of the holes in your neck that the beetle...
Guys, I need to tell you
Christ.
what I found out talking to quickly, but it seems to all tie in somehow.
Okay,
I tell them the conversation I had quickly with Essa.
Okay. And, I think you did last time too, when you were when you caught up with them.
Did I? Okay.
Yeah.
We have 2 birds left. So I left one with Angelo. I left one with the kids.
Okay, well, we should probably send one to Mert and say, hello, please send help. There's a bloody devil under the orphanage, probably eating children.
Right. But do we want to move, before it hears us, do we even want to move forward at this point?
Well, maybe we should go potion shopping, but the paladin in me says we should go kick the living shit out of this devil here.
Maybe we come back.
Would come back. I think that's fine. I mean, do we know anything about devils? Sneaking back in
here a second time without erasing suspicion, we had to do some pretty daring things to sneak down here. It's not going to be that easy the next time.
We can come at night. It's an orphanage, and the Castle Lanterns don't visit. And this old lady will be in bed with the kids, probably.
You didn't do anything weird like winking at any of the children, did you? Because that would raise a lot of suspicion if you did.
We really need to focus. No more jokes.
Greyhide, I don't think they're going to care about winking at the children when the children are only there to be eaten by the devil that's standing right on the other side of this door.
I don't know where this is coming from. But we gotta
Agreed. Let's kill the devil.
Let's
immediately.
Do it. Kill it.
Wait. Where can we just peek a little and see, like, is there anything
You
behind
look, you
it?
peek again, and you don't see it there anymore. It seems to have walked by somewhere.
Oh, he's gone.
Is it in
Good.
a
Let's
room,
go
or
in
is
and
there
steal his treasure.
I don't know, guys.
We're not going to steal
I'm
the
going to
devil's treasure.
slowly push the door open all the way and step into the room.
No, Grant.
Carefully.
He takes steps back. Guys, is anybody injured? You just went through a big fight.
So do I have to roll stealth or anything? I'm not just going to walk in.
You can do it. Roll sleight of hand. It's an easy sleight of hand because it's not. It's made to not make too much
this
noise.
orphanage. There's a good chance they're being sold for money. These guys, I don't know. There's weird stuff going on.
Wait,
Man, it can't be tougher than that guy who almost killed me. Plus, I leveled up. Figuratively.
I will say, so for the audience, everybody did level up to level 4 after last session. So
yeah,
that's fun.
Got some new stuff. I think.
Is this a room? Is this a room with, like, is the devil a room, or is there the ocean on the other side?
So
like,
you open up that door a little bit more, Greyhide, and you see it opens up to a stone cut hall about 15 feet high. The stone itself looks aged, but maintained. It goes forward a little bit. Out, you see there's no real light. You can see where you are. What are you? You're human, right?
Yes,
yeah, there's no real light. You can see there's a little bit of light coming from behind you where you have the dancing lights that are left behind. I forgot to think about it, so we'll say they're far back enough that they didn't cause any disturbance. And so you can see just a little bit, but the room goes forward as far as you can see, about 10 feet wide. And you can see about 15 feet, and it's still dark. You can't really see what's past 15 feet.
I'm going to use divine sense to see if there is any skullduggery and devilry about. Sorry.
All right.
I'm Canadian. I said a boot.
You do your divine sense, and it goes out like sonar. Boop, boop. And you can, ahead of you, into the darkness. It goes about 30 feet, right? So right 30 feet out in front of you. Oh, 60 feet. Okay, yeah. So ahead of you, like 40 feet, somewhere in the darkness, you see a big entity, a fiend, moving away from you.
Greyhide kinda really wants to do that spell, the guiding bolt right now, and not really think too much, and not talk with his fellow adventurers and get their advice. It's just sort of it's just sort of a
I will,
feeling,
if it makes a difference, I will say that you don't see it, so therefore you would have disadvantage on the attack.
Yes. Okay.
Guys,
Well, I could go barreling headlong into darkness, swinging my axe, but I think that's even too crazy for Greyhide at this time.
We don't.
I'm going to just I'll
do you see anything?
quietly go back to the door and whisper to them, and I say, "I see him. He's slowly slinking away. We should pursue him."
No, we should go
I'll leave
back.
that to you.
We should write to Mert, tell him there's a devil underneath, and let the city watch handle it. I mean, we've done our job. We've found it.
Well, we
Ding,
don't
ding,
know.
ding, winner.
Okay, wait. We don't exactly have complete information or proof of what's going on. We just know that something's fishy, and we don't know why this guy's here, so we can't exactly link him back. And we're also illegally, technically trespassing, so we can't really alert the city watch. We can alert Mert because we're under investigation, but if we alert the city watch, that could be legal trouble for us. Like, I'm not doing that. Okay, either
what does our audience say? I mean, if we theoretically had an audience watching us, what would they tell us to do? I wonder. What would make this entertaining for a band of fans?
I think we should go.
Why don't we wait in the hall until? Why don't we wait in the hall until they try a child down, and then we'll arrest the child killers, and then we'll have proof, as opposed to just killing a devil who probably is belonging to Castle Lanterns, but it's
probably not a coincidence, but we don't have links right now.
Well, I mean,
well,
it's pretty suspicious.
do a vote. Let's do a vote.
If Troll
I
Skull
say
Manor's
headlong into
basement had a
danger.
link to a demonic cave, I think that would be...
I think we should come back.
Figma, you second
we're
that
at a
because you
stalemate
can't
here.
die. Okay.
Fitz,
How
I
about one
think
of
the
us...
deciding vote should be Paul. I mean,
What
theoretical, metaphorical Paul that lives among all of us, right?
There's
Okay.
a little bit of Paul in all of us.
I'm
tricky
not
bastard.
going in there until we have sent a bird to Mert to ask him to please send back
All
up
right.
because
I
Well-
think
at least
I think I'm with Fitz. We should at least
Oh,
send Mert. Is it Mert?
Yeah.
children.
Mert, yes. We should at least
Mert,
send Mert
yeah.
a bird.
All right,
this
send
is
Mert a
what's-
bird.
I'll tell him the information that we've gathered so far, and this is what we're facing.
Oops.
And we're thinking maybe children are being sold, deals are being made. Maybe the missing cast lantern child.
Well, we have gathered the information that they're looking for, and we can get paid, and maybe we can go shopping
No,
and
we-
get all
but that's
beefed
the
up
thing.
and stuff.
Okay, things are bad, but it doesn't tell us how they got their money and why. We just know that things are fishy, but we don't know how. So I don't
Who's
think
in
they pay us.
Who's in front?
So you don't think we're getting paid, and you want to quit
Greyhide's
now?
in
I
front.
think we got it. Then
Oh,
think
I
we
said we
Greyhide's
should
in
come
front.
back.
Greyhide, you see another figure coming now. And remember, you have the door open.
Yeah.
But you see another figure, you hear the steps of another one starting to approach from forward and to the left.
I started scribbling the message on the bird with all the information that I've gathered so far. How we.
Okay, that will take a bit because there's a lot to write.
Yeah, I'm at the far back, and I'm doing that while you guys are.
I'm
You see-
so I'm going
concentrating-
to.
I'm concentrating my
So it's coming
dancing
towards
lights
me.
to
Should I-
give you light.
Okay. But you're back. Are you backing it up since since he said there's someone coming?
Yes, I'm just sort of concentrating it into a small ball of light right over.
Oh, I see. Okay, to
Alpha.
make it smaller. That makes sense. Yep.
Yes, so that she can read
Okay.
the thing.
Greyhide.
I'm going to.
Go ahead.
Thanks.
I'm going to wait and see who this is.
Okay. So you kind of get back in the doorway a little bit, close it a little bit, just enough to look, and eventually a figure comes out. This one isn't as big, not as muscular. They're actually wearing chainmail and some type of helmet. You think that it looks like a normal guard. Roll a perception.
Perception is on my adventure sheet.
The armor seems nondescript. 11. What would you see with an 11? With an 11, you notice the beard is moving slightly. It's kind of in the air. The beard slowly moves, almost like a wave.
Ugh.
It's
Okay,
long
I'm going
too. It comes down to like his pectoris, like the whole beard, and it's just undulating.
Why don't we dress up as the castle lanterns, go in there and say we want to renegotiate the contract, and then they'll tell us what the contract is.
Because we don't exactly know.
Ooh, contract negotiations.
This is a lot of assumptions we're making, guys.
I mean, I'm just...
Guys, follow my lead. I think I can get some information from this guy. He doesn't look dangerous. Just play along.
Speaking of which, the guard does say, "Who goes there?"
We saw some kid running down here. We're with the orphanage. We saw a kid running down where he doesn't belong down here, so we're gonna bring him back. We're gonna bring him back to the orphanage. Sorry about that.
Come out of the doorway.
I am not coming out of any doorway. I am staying back.
Listen, we've sent the kid back up. It's not going to be an issue any longer. I reveal myself just to say, look,
He starts walking towards the door too.
I open the door and I walk into the door and I make
What are
myself
the-
known to him. But I don't reveal that there's anyone else behind the
All
door.
right, what do the rest of you do? You know that with your dancing lights, it doesn't matter how concentrated it is. If the door opens all the way and he looks through the hallway, he will see that bright sphere of light.
Alpha, are you done writing?
No, not quite yet.
Right? Roll a dexterity check. See how fast you can scribble this out.
God damn it, Alpha!
That's a 16, okay?
16 is pretty good. You scribble it all out. You get the paper bird. It's more like crumpling it together, and you just kind of sort of shape like a bird, and you throw it. And it's kind of like going off. You hear it like hit against the wall, hit against the other wall, hit against the roof, and kind of go forward. You hope it probably makes it.
We hope it probably makes it. That's wonderful.
What are you doing though? He's opening the door and he starts doing this. Okay,
I
kill
kill
the
the
light.
dancing lights. I kill the light.
I back up. Is there somewhere like a little pillar or something? I don't know. The room.
Not in
looks
this
like.
hallway. It's a straight hallway, but you can get back
Alright,
far enough to where you don't think you'd be able to see.
I
back
summon
up
my
until,
rapier to my.
Yeah.
I summon my rapier to my hand and I hide behind Greyhide.
I back up out of view, but but I take my bow out to have it like by my side, ready if I need it.
Alrighty. And lastly, Enigma. What is Enigma gonna do? You
I
have.
think you're muted.
Sorry. Can I try to hide right now?
Yeah. Okay, so everybody who's trying to hide and stay out of sight, roll a stealth. This will also kind of represent how quickly you get out of the way, basically, out of his line of sight. Fitz didn't say he was
14.
stealthing, right?
Yes.
Well,
Or is Fitz
trying
gonna try to
stealth
stealth?
behind Greyhide. I'm trying to hide behind Greyhide. I don't know.
Given that's actually a halfling racial trait, that means non-halflings don't get it. So you probably can't do that very effectively.
Okay, I tried to sort of hide behind the edge of the door. Sort of.
Okay, so you try to get in the little crook of the door and hope the door doesn't open all the way.
Here's the door,
Alrighty.
here's me.
Yeah. Okay. So the guy comes up to Greyhide. You see his beard is undulating. They have little spikes at the end, like it's almost like a braided beard, and at the end of each braid is little spikes at it, and it's undulating. You see now close, he has horns coming out of the front of his head, and they go up behind the helmet. His face has a reddish pigment, and he says,
Malt? Oh, this is great.
"You do not belong here. Come with me."
Well, I agree with you. I definitely don't belong here. I was chasing this little rapscallion, but
Everybody
I
roll
really
stealth.
can't stay.
Oh, you did roll stealth. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah, I got a 14.
Same.
Okay. He
Enigma?
kind of, you see his eyes look behind you, Greyhide, as he looks down the hallway. He looks a bit more not talking to you. And then looks back to you. And he says, "This way." And he steps back a little bit and points into the darkness.
I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to go this way. I have a very important orphanage business to attend to you, Mr. Terrifying Red Bearded.
He immediately
Demon.
jumps at you with his spear, comes out from behind his back, and you see his beard come forward like little tentacles coming at your face.
Oh crap.
Roll initiative.
I can't help but feel a little responsible for what's happening now.
Really? Yeah, just a little. Just a touch.
Perfect.
I'm just
20.
going to
Greyhide
down
wanted
side.
this fight. He wanted this fight.
He did kinda want this
He
fight.
kind of made it happen. He made it happen. All right. Roll for initiative.
20.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ouch, ouch.
Yeah, now the rolls are good. Huh.
Not mine.
Ready.
We were just waiting for this to happen because we knew that Greyhide was going to bloody make this happen. We knew.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Enigma,
guys are,
roll
you
initiative.
almost had me with those exciting contract negotiations with the Mercs. That sounded like a fun way to spend
right.
my Thursday.
These are assumptions.
could-
We don't know.
Or we could just
Well, now
wait
we know.
until
We're
they
fighting
try
this
to feed
bearded
him a
devil
child.
here.
Right. So great. How many of them do you think there are? 4, 5 devils? Maybe a couple
one.
of demons?
Just one devil.
Well, no, there's
Shucks.
definitely 2. There's definitely
Enigma,
2.
go ahead and roll
Just-
initiative.
Could be the same guy.
Right. Well, that's great. Now he's a
Oh.
shapeshifter. That's,
I am
that's
so
great.
sorry.
What did she roll?
A 6.
I mean, going last
So
is
you're-
not.
No, that's not what I'm
Enigma
sorry
was
about.
Not ready.
Oh no.
The first hit is a
Uh-oh.
crit. That is.
Oh, and Greyhide is
Ooh,
still.
that's a good roll too. That's a.
If anybody has any channel points, now is the time. Now is the time.
Because we might be
happy.
about to die. Great.
You take
Great.
15. His beard comes at you and latches onto your face and neck in different places, and you can feel it digging in, doing 15 piercing damage. Roll a Constitution save.
Who, me?
Yep.
Why always me?
Because you're on the
Because
front.
Because you walked in and announced your presence, that's why.
You opened the door.
This is unfair.
Uh-oh,
Nope.
someone did something. What is it?
Oh.
Uh,
Did
Paul
no.
gave the DM a reroll.
That one. You should just wait till you have more points.
No.
It could be in
This
our
is
favor,
wonderful.
though. Could be in our
This is
favor.
wonderful. Yeah, this is
So
wonderful.
I take
This is
15
It could
damage and now I do a
save Enigma.
Constitution check.
Yep.
Alright.
What was that?
He
reroll?
re-rolled his second hit. His second hit against you was only a 7. He re-rolled it, and now it's still only a 12, unfortunately. But
You mean fortunately?
fortunately,
So
well,
we-
unfortunate for Paul, he spent the points to do it.
We
Hey,
take the
thanks,
lower
Paul.
number of those two, right?
Constitution
That's
check. Huzzah!
Oh,
A
boy.
crit. A critical Constitution
Oh, wow.
check, which kills the devil. And I can do a divine smite on it, right?
You can
Right,
see
that's-
you can see poison coming through the different veins. You can see it looping through the hair and coming towards the spikes. And before it even gets to you, you're able to pull back, and the little spiky things come off to your body, and then the poison spews out of the end all over the place, but it doesn't enter your body.
Well, that's good to know. It's got
No.
poison. Fantastic.
But that's
Guys,
the end of its turn.
I messed up a little. He's attacking me now, and he's really strong. Really super strong.
But then it's Fitz. What does Fitz do?
Real strong.
Fitz steps around Greyhide with the words, "You idiot," and flanks the devil. And
That's
do
not
I-
nice
do
to
I get-
call the devil an idiot.
But he is.
Well, no,
Actually,
that was to
pretty
you, Greyhide.
Oh.
Do I get some sort of
He
flanking
only has 9
bonus?
intelligence.
Oh, well,
You're walking around him. Yeah, sure. You get
Right.
+2 to whatever you roll.
Excellent. And I fire my as I flank him, I go, well, there's only one thing to do here, and I cast the Hexblade's curse so that purple energy locks us into this deadly dance, and then I slice at him. I aim to
Nice. Go for it.
stick my rapier under his disgusting facial hair. And I tell him that. I say, I'm going to stab you beneath your disgusting facial hair.
So that's an 18 with the flank. That's definitely going to hit.
Ha!
So roll damage and add your your proficiency to it, so +2. So
got
it's
an
a
11
total
plus
of
2.
13.
I
Nice.
slip
Yeah,
it
you
in
come
with-
in at him and you stab him in the back and the side. You hear kind of a grunt like, "Ugh," and but he doesn't react otherwise. Sorry. Okay. Then are you gonna do anything else? That was your bonus action movement. I guess you're not doing anything
Yes,
else.
that's it.
Greyhide. No, sorry, Alpha. Before Greyhide.
Okay.
Help!
Just checking for. Because I have a new feat.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you're gonna do.
Right.
You're
Yeah.
gonna do it. Okay.
I'm gonna do it.
So just
Where's-
roll and -5 from whatever you roll.
Roll -5, but I also want to apply my. My goodness.
Hunter's mark?
Yes, thank you.
Ah, okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. So,
You see a little arrow above his head.
yeah. Okay, and here we go. Where is it?
Roll that longbow.
Roll the longbow.
Bang, 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 bang.
21?
That's going to hit it for sure. So roll your damage and your.
So it's a 21 minus 5.
Oh yes, that's right.
So that would be
good call. 16
yeah.
still
So
hits.
Still
So
hits,
roll your
nice.
damage, add 10 to whatever it is, then the hunter's mark.
Ooh.
She does her new sharpshooter ability, minus 5 to
Nice.
the attack, plus 10 to
So
the
that-
damage.
So that would be damage. That would be
That's
18.
18 plus your hunter's mark.
Plus, my hunter's mark is where is this?
And level 4 is when rangers become OP.
Plus 2.
two.
So like 20.
Makes it 20.
Yeah.
That one, right into his chest. It got right through the chainmail like butter, and you see him go, "Ugh," and he pulls it out and throws it to the side.
Nice.
That was all your stuff. And then
Alpha, you
Enigma.
been
Or no,
practicing.
Greyhide, sorry.
All right.
What did you blow?
Out of
My bow. Not the thing, but the actual bow.
so I actually checked my inventory. I happen to have 2 healing potions that have just been there forever. They're
Okay.
potions of healing and they're weak. I could take them and continue to tank while you all attack.
So using
I
a
could just
potion
attack them.
yourself, using a healing potion yourself is just a bonus action.
It's just a bonus action.
Yes, it's an
Well,
action to give it to someone else.
These are for my. Oh, I didn't know that. That's good. So I'm going to talk to Azure Edge and whisper to him. I think this guy is evil and breaking the law.
Yep, he says, fiends should always be dead. I will give you more power.
Good. I'm gonna roll an attack with Azure Edge here, and let me just do that.
And hope for a crit.
Yeah, I want a crit.
Hope for a crit.
I'm not gonna be greedy. I'll settle for an 18. I'll settle for a hit. How's that? No, that's not gonna do it. But I have this new ability since I've leveled up called Lucky that I can do 3 times, where I can re-roll a die. Right? Can I just re-roll? Use one of my lucky ones for this?
You sure can.
I'm gonna, because I want to roll better.
Oh, so
than
that's
this,
why
guys.
you opened the door and decided to get us all killed, because you're feeling lucky, you punk.
No, I just
Paul-
wanted to fight. But
Paul
I
just gave Greyhide an inspiration dice, so and from now until you use it, you can add a D8 to any D20 you roll.
Okay. Well, I am going to use my lucky and then roll a d20 now. So I'm using my
Alright.
lucky to do boom. It's a crit.
Oh
way.
boy!
Oh,
Oh boy!
Yo,
Oh, this thing's so dead.
Okay.
that is a heck of
All
an
right. I'm a
ability.
paladin. For those of you watching, I'm a paladin, and me rolling a crit. This is gonna be good. So, la-dee-da, Mr. Bearded Devil. I bury Azure's Edge, who has also given me more power. I bury it right into his bearded chin, like right in the top right here. And then it hits, right,
You give him a
right
cleft
down here.
lip.
Yeah, I'm going to do one of those. And of course, I'm going to be doing the Divine Smite action.
All right. Divine Smite, since it's a fiend, will give you 3d8. Azure Edge, since it's a fiend, will give you 2d8. This is ridiculous. So your axe does a d8 as well. So go ahead and roll your axe damage, then roll 10d8.
Okay, do my axe
10?
damage. All right.
10d8.
Oh boy.
So like this, my axe is just doing 2d8, and then I do 10d8 afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the regular axe damage. Pretty good, pretty good. Now
Alpha was
15.
feeling good with her arrow, but now,
Alpha, that was a great shot.
Hey everyone, you've
clearly
just tuned
been
into the
practicing.
Greyhide show starring Greyhide. I'm gonna do
Oh,
10d8 over here. Oh, that's a lot of dice.
that's
Okay.
Nice.
68 damage. So, you think, I'm going to get it right in the mouth. Your axe goes down. You come down right onto the mouth, right where you wanted to hit. And then suddenly, the thundering boom, as the whole body splits in half from head all the way down halfway through the body. It's like Terminator 2 getting shot by the shotgun at the end. He just goes into 2 parts and falls on the ground. And you hear echoing throughout the entire place. Boom, 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 boom.
And in addition, I'm going to use the bonus action to do that special ability that will heal me at the same time, right? It's called Channel Divinity Inspiring Smite. So how much can I heal? Oh, I can do 2d8 heal, and I'll do it. I'm the only one who's been damaged, I believe, right? Because I took 15. So I'm going to do 2d8 to myself, right?
Okay, that'll work.
It says 2d8 plus my level in this class. Okay.
Yeah, so you roll 2d8, you add your level, and you can distribute it however much you want up between people. And by the way, this doesn't heal you, it gives you temporary hit points. So it's on top of what, even if you're fully healed, you would still get the temporary hit points.
So it gives me 9 temporary hit points, which is good. So I'm going to do that. Oh, so temporary is a different column. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and those last until you take a long rest.
I like it.
Nice.
All right, so I give them all to myself.
Wow.
That's how I choose to distribute my temporary hit points.
You actually see
myself.
You see in front of you a giant red splatter going both directions. And when Greyhide turns around, his armor's gleaming, no blood.
And I turn around to everybody and I say, whoops.
Yeah, you hear in the distance.
Oh,
Hey guys, do you want to head back to the surface? I got a little lucky killing this guy. But,
yeah, he has friends.
they're really tough. Let's go back to the surface.
Oh, good now.
Headlong to safety!
Oh, God. All right.
Let's
I'm
go.
fine with that.
Let's fucking go.
All right.
I've been saying.
You run.
Before
I guess you're running.
This little Scooby-Doo thing, I like to do, and then I do one of those.
Oh, wait.
You run.
Before we go, I use the purple energy of the goddess to cast prestidigitation, and I create this, which is an ability I've always had, by the way. This is the first time I've ever actually felt like using it. And I create an image of a gigantic, rugged, handsome-jawed paladin striding boldly forwards into the darkness to distract them as we run away.
That's a bit much for a little thing, but roll a deception. See how well you can get this out with this spell.
By the way, before we head out, is there any kind of body left? Can we loot him? Or
Yeah, the only thing that's really remaining behind him, the chainmail is useless. You actually see little links everywhere that were just sprung off apart from the chainmail armor. The helmet completely cleaved. The only thing that's really useful that you can see that's readily easy is the glaive he was holding. The rest of them, you turn back, it started melting. The body started melting into a black goo.
That's disgusting.
we can grab that.
Okay, so you run up and grab the glaive.
The glaive! Okay.
This glaive is taller than you, but
Yeah.
you can take it with you.
Let's go, guys!
I put it in my pocket.
All right.
Who has the bag
We
of
have the-
holdings?
Yeah, I've got the bag of holding.
Okay,
I own it up. Throw it in.
Guys, I said we should run away.
Throws
I
the
didn't say
glaive.
take a gigantic warhammer that's twice your size. And,
We can
and-
sell it!
We have to roll because she's throwing a massive weapon at me and I'm catching it in a small bag.
I feel like I
Roll anything
handed
for
it
this?
awkwardly into your
You
bag.
just do the go down. You
Also,
run out the cave. There's no problem. You had a head start on them. They're not particularly fast. They're more investigating what went on. You do eventually start hearing shouting of different sorts, but eventually you get out of earshot of it. You get a good 15 minutes away. You probably have about 5 minutes left till the end of the tunnel at the orphanage. You gonna keep hoofing it?
Yeah.
Yep, I think so.
I will keep a brisk pace. Absolutely, yes.
All right, you get to the orphanage. The cellar is just as you left it.
Okay, we need to lock them behind.
This is probably a good
Yes,
idea.
let's put that beautiful lock back on the door.
Yeah.
And
Enigma,
then
you
we'll
saved
keep
that
Enigma.
for us,
free.
right?
What?
Hello,
We
Red
need
Baron.
to lock them in. So the guy said you have the lock.
You didn't lose the lock, did you? Or
Well, I actually don't remember taking a lock.
Enigma,
Okay,
you have the
they
lock. Just put
remember-
the bloody lock.
We don't
Did you
need
want-
a bunch of demons,
Can I?
devils chasing us. Cut the
Do you
bullshit
want
and put the roll
Satan's
back on.
pawn?
You
I don't
can't
think they're
really
coming above this
roll
purpose.
deception on other players. They either believe you or they don't.
They also saw you take it. So just
Yeah.
So I have
flip
to
it and
do
put
it.
it back on. We don't have time.
Fine. I found it. Here.
Right.
Oh,
Take
there
it.
it
Oh.
is.
Convenient.
Great finding.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so
All right, you put the lock back on the cellar. It goes in with a bang of my. Sorry about that. It goes in with a clink, and it. You don't see anyone outside right now. Oh, I don't remember the time of day. I think it's still somewhat early, if I remember right. So it's probably around 1.
Okay. So
Maybe
should
2.
we?
It would be
should we
much
wait here?
later because we
You got up. Oh,
we
you
got
stayed
up
up
super-
late though.
we got up super late and then we interrogated
And then
the
you went to the
dwarf,
orphanage
and then we
right
went
after
to
that.
the orphanage. So by
Yeah.
the time we got there, it was already mid-afternoon.
It might be like 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Should we wait here for Mert?
I don't know that he's
Or
necessarily going to come. We just told him what we felt was going on.
True. True.
We still
Anybody
have.
know- Yes.
We could go back down and fight the devils.
No, we need to go shopping.
It's no problem as long as you
Does
keep critting.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
Does,
Feels good.
does anybody know a devil trap? Maybe we could set a trap and then open the door and then they'll walk into it and then we'll have them.
I know that the best devil trap is a skilled paladin.
Such a
Yes,
man.
Greyhide. Fantastic
Such a
job
man.
killing the devil that you walked us into. Fantastic job.
Yes.
What we
Thank you.
don't know is does Essa know? Do the castle lanterns know that these devils are living underneath the orphanage?
I think we need to
Probably.
give them this information. This is more information than I was expecting to get, so I think they will absolutely pay us for this information. I think it's time we return to the castle and return to that guy.
We could
Get paid.
also investigate the castle lanterns themselves at the mansion.
Well,
could
I'll
also
tell you,
just-
there is something else that's on
Just-
my mind.
There are a lot of holes that aren't answered in this
Well,
investigation.
if we're not going to, continue with this investigation, there is something that's been weighing heavily on my mind. I didn't believe him at first, but that dwarf, I have a feeling he really does know where my sister is, and he says if we release him, he will lead us directly to her. I can't just ignore that, and I think we need to release him, and I need to find my sister. And if they question us why he was released, we'll just say that the bugbears took him. I have to follow up on this. I think one way or
that's
another, I'm going to.
terrible
I
idea.
need to follow on this.
I think
So-
if we're going to do that, though, we should complete this mission. But I do think we
mission?
could aid you with the castle lanterns. Like, there's a lot going on here.
Yes.
Greyhide,
Children are probably possibly being sold as deals to keep their estate alive. We
probably
think maybe?
eaten. Probably.
Well, I
torn
think
to
the
shreds.
answers are down underneath. I don't think talking to the castle lanterns is the next step. We can try that, but we should, one way or another, the first thing we should do is get some potions and prepare for battle, because wherever
Even if
we go,
we should. Even if we follow this, we should definitely stock up. I agree.
Everybody
Alright.
here, tell this guy to go back to work and do my job.
Not
Go
the children.
clean up
Go back
that
to work.
patchy code that was purchased from reputable contractors who did a terrible job. Sorry, I
What?
said reputable.
Well,
Go back.
Definitely with no sarcasm.
Go back to work. You do his job.
So cute.
I'm just kidding. Stick around. Stay a while. Listen.
Stick around.
Yes.
I just say what Greg tells me to say.
We enjoy you and we enjoy your name. The last
Say,
classic
I like
Lowlander.
Enigma a lot.
Oh, my internet. I think connection, guys. Oh, sorry.
What you need to say is that I like Enigma a lot.
Say it. Do it.
Channel points to the left. Ah, thank you, Paul. Yes. Okay, so
Yeah, just a
Listen,
reminder,
I
you
don't-
can spin channel points. Right where you type in chat, on the bottom is a natural one there. Click it and do whatever you want.
breedable. Wow.
Whoa.
Very high compliment. I'm
He's talking about
sure
me,
it's accurate.
obviously.
Well, submissive, Greg, is that your style? I don't know.
Only roleplay.
Right.
So I'm going to hail a coach because
TMI?
I'm going to
TMI?
spend 9 copper and hail a coach to the potion store. Coachman!
I'm going with
Coachman!
Greyhide. Later,
Um,
sirs.
You see Essa, Alpha. You see Essa opening the door and looking out at you all as you're hailing a coach. She's looking out across the yard at you.
Like she clearly sees us.
Yeah.
Alright, I just fucking wave to her.
Roll a deception. This is a. This is a.
Just
No,
like
this
a,
is fine.
hey.
I'm just here with friends.
Yeah, these are my friends. Yeah, this is it. Like, I might as
Hello.
well. Like, she clearly saw us.
Can she
Yeah.
have advantage if I also wave at Essa? Hello.
Reroll. Anyone reroll. We're going to do a reroll.
Are you begging the chat to get a reroll?
What did you roll? What did you roll?
A 6.
You did a creepy wave too, and
Yeah,
a
you do
wink
one of
to boot.
those.
You do the finger guns.
That's hilarious.
I did a queen wave. She somehow didn't buy
Nice.
it.
She didn't buy it. No.
Anyways,
I don't know.
she
You know what? She's old. Might have memory loss problems.
she seems to get concerned and closes the door.
Wow.
Well, that's interesting.
I call my bird.
Okay.
Good thinking.
He won't respond to
Greyhide
that.
also calls
After
her
a minute, it just kind of fades in to you. I think you can do that.
Oh.
I
There it is.
I ask it if it noticed anything.
Oh no, it was actually here. I keep forgetting you didn't leave it at Angela. Yeah. It
Yeah.
it comes from the sky down to you.
Yeah.
A coach pulls up. You ask it what?
If it noticed anything while we were gone.
It just turns it shakes its head. No. Its little hawk head.
Oh,
Sir
okay.
Coachington, take us to the nearest
Okay.
potionarium. Post haste!
All right. The coach there says, "Oh yeah, I'll take you right to the market ward. Get on board."
I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
one of us should stay here and just make sure they don't bring any children down there.
I can leave my bird here.
Sure. All right. That's a good idea.
Okay. Stay and take note of the area and comings and goings.
Come get us if anybody tries to bring a child. Tell the bird to come get us if anyone tries to bring a child to the cellar door.
Okie dokie. It does that and goes into the sky.
Perfect.
All right, the coach comes. He takes you off out of the sea ward. You see all the spectacles I told you about before. All the bathhouses and the places of magic and the mansions. You go by the estate of the Castle Lanterns again with its big white walls in front and its red roof.
Are there any? Did we pass any gambling houses? You know, Greyhide, just out of curiosity, just keeps his eye open to see if there's any gambling establishments in the neighborhood. Not that he's gonna go there now. He just wants to,
Roll a perception.
just for future reference, you know. Or any bawdy houses or burlesque houses, anything a little bit seedier. I'll keep my eye out for all of
I
those.
don't know if this is
Alrighty.
the right end of town for you, Greyhide. I think you're looking for the dock ward.
Oh,
So
that's
we'll
a
keep
good
that-
tip. Thank you.
Oh god.
Yeah, all you see in the C ward is at the spa place. You see two people playing cards of some sort. You're not sure if they're actually gambling. But the
I do have I kind of want to get in the action a bit, but we've got something more important to take care of right now.
you go through the north ward, head south to the market ward. Sorry, not to
As
the
we-
market ward, to the
As we drive, I turn to Enigma and I say,
Castle
Enigma,
ward.
I noticed that when we were fighting the demon, you didn't attack it at all. It's not a problem, is it? They're not like your
I
friends
noticed.
or something?
I noticed something also. Did you
did
gain
you?
weight?
Uh-oh.
Kane, what?
No more talking, only singing for the next 5 minutes.
That's awesome.
How dare you! I did not gain weight. How dare you?
You are super annoying, bitch.
This is
Look,
not the
I'm not
time you
trying
choose.
to
We're
start
going
a
to get
fight,
counseling later.
If you're going to not fight demons with us because you're some kind of undead creature yourself, then that's a problem.
Fitz is a
Where
fit.
is the
He's
nearest potion shop?
Shit. I'm about to lose my shit. Bye.
You head down through the north ward, and you eventually get to the castle ward where the giant open market is. You find
Wait a
the
sec.
familiar.
Wait a
That
second,
is
he's using an auto-tune.
cheating.
That's cheating, bitch.
Millennials using
Do your job.
auto-tune.
That's
As
cheating.
not fair.
That's cheating.
It's
You find a potion shop. It's in the market.
I created
You
mobs because
had-
nobody wants to see Greyhide no more. They want shady and tough ever. And if you want greedy, this is what I'll give you. A little bit of weed mixed with some hard liquor, some vodka that'll jumpstart you. Never mind.
wrapping counts.
It's
I
been
go
2 minutes.
As I go into the potion shop, I ask if they have. Let's go to that one from the Zentorum so we can get a discount.
You head to the Zentorum shop with Weird Bottle. He stands behind the bar. He sees you and has a familiar glint in his eye. He says, "What do you want?"
What is the highest powered healing potion that we are eligible for?
Let me look below the counter.
I hope the 5 minutes is up soon.
Hungry with Red Baron.
And he pulls out a little crate with it looks like some different sized potions in there. And he says, "Oh, my friends, yes, I have a large potion." And he pulls out this one that's actually quite large. Usually healing potions only kind of like a test tube. This one is pretty thick and hefty. And he says, "I call this a greater healing potion.
Ooh.
It goes for the price of 400, but with your connections, good sirs, I'll give it to you for 300. And then I have the typical one, and he pulls out the small ones that you've seen before. And he says, these will go for 50 with your discount. It'll be 40.
So I'm just checking my inventory. What does okay? I have regular potion of healing does 2d4 plus 2. Oh, that's brutal. So that's the regular one that's 2d4, and then the greater costs like 300 gold, which is expensive.
Right. How much healing does one get from this greater healing potion?
The graders give 4d4 plus 4. The small ones give 2d4 plus 2.
That's really
Like
expensive.
They go up very quickly in price.
I'll take 3 of the small ones. And do you have any stationery, paper or something like that? Something unofficial business?
Yeah, of course.
Sorry,
and
how much are the potions of healing? How much do those cost?
The normal ones are 40, he said, with your discount.
Okay,
With the
I'll take 3
Zentorum.
of them as well. So actually, I'll take 2 of them. That'll
2?
Oh, sorry, 3. 3. That'll take me up to 4 total. So, yeah.
Okay.
Good thinking.
All right,
I'll
so
take 3.
mark off. Oops.
Hey, where did I go? Oh, hey.
I don't know, that was weird. Mark off, we'll blame
What?
Restream. Mark off 4, 2 of them, so 80 gold. And then how much did Fitz say he was getting? You said 2 or 3?
3. So I'm going to take off
Ah.
120 gold. Because that's
Yeah.
expensive, but I don't like dying. Tried it once or
Now
twice.
that I know I can use a bonus action, and every time I attack, I can just use a bonus action to heal a tiny bit. It just might.
Means you
Give
can't
us a
do a
little
second
help.
attack.
Yes,
Hmm.
which is fine. My second attack was, it's pretty flaccid as it is.
The only thing nice about your second
didn't
attack
want
is
to
if it does crit, you can do the whole thing.
Yeah.
Do you have any
I won't do it every
poisons?
time, but it's good once in a while to do. I should be healing more.
Anybody else want anything?
Yeah, I'm kind of looking around the shop. Do you have any? I show him. Pick out one of my arrows. Do you have any poisons that can be?
Have I got poisons? I got poisons for you. And he goes back and he looks at the shelf. He's like, let me see. Yes, this. And he grabs a few things of different colors. All of them seem to be kind of in some type of jar wrapped with like a wax paper with something keeping like a string tied, keeping it on. And he says, this poison here, this will make them get disadvantage on everything they do if they fail the con save.
Here's a question for the DM. Just in general, me being a paladin, I don't wear a helmet. Is there or anything like that? Is there any armor that I could buy at this point that would help my armor class in some way, like wearing a helmet?
Armor, you can get your armor enchanted, of course. The helmet's actually kind of usually part of your whole armor.
Okay.
So if you want a
It's
helmet
part of the plate.
stylistically, you have one.
Yeah, okay.
The shield can add, of course, if you give up that extra attack.
So if
And
I give up
then-
the extra attack and carry a shield,
It'll
can
give
I
you 2
still
more.
do the? Can I do the? Can I do the? Healing
Divine
potion from
Smite.
time to time?
Oh yes.
So I can use that. So I might actually, being a tank, I think I'm going to start carrying the shield again, and not do the secondary attack. And I think that's going to be
Quite
my
reasonable.
dealio. Let me try that.
What other poisons do you have?
Oh yeah. So he was going. He's like, oh, this one will do extra damage if you hit him with it. This one will possibly knock him out, but it's kind of iffy.
Any kind of paralysis?
Oh, paralysis. I didn't know you were wealthy enough for that. Hold on. And he goes back and he goes into a little case. He opens it and pulls out a jar from it. And he puts it on the table. This one, unless they're kind of the hardy type, it could potentially make them lose control of their muscles.
How
This
much?
one goes for 600.
I won't do that. I don't have money.
Only the Zentarum can buy it.
Ooh.
Noted. I will talk to my superiors.
He looks
will ta-
disappointed and takes them away. All right.
I'll be back for that one, though. So don't put it away too far.
Red Baron, you're not alone. You're not
Is
alone.
there maybe... There isn't any way you can soften that price, is there?
Maybe. Why should I?
Well, we are helping.
Are you going to
A lot of
send him on a
people.
date with Fitz again?
Right. What, do I have to dress as you again? And
I have
Be
no
molested
idea.
by the
Me?
shopkeeper, so you can
I-
say.
I feel this
Sorry,
is coming out a little bit out of nowhere.
Sorry, I'll let you do the
Metagaming.
haggling thing.
I don't
All
really
right.
know.
Go ahead and roll
where this is
persuasion.
coming from.
right.
Oh. From what I hear, you haven't done much work for Zentarum recently. I'm sorry. And he puts it back on the shelf.
So how much are the other ones?
Shop around here? Sorry. I mean, is there an armor shop that I could go to that's in the vicinity of this? Because I wouldn't
Probably.
mind. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing if I can. Because now I'm at armor class 20. I wouldn't mind maybe paying for enchantments to get me up 1 or 2 more. I think it'd be well worth it to have a better tank. I think
just as a note, Fitz I think actually has also a Cloak of Protection. I think so. That's another way you could go is to get something like that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Which would be more of a magic item shop. There's also rings of protection and stuff like that.
So they wouldn't have that in this shop. This is a potion shop.
No, this is more potions and stuff. He does come out with some. What type of paper were you looking for? What's Fitz looking for? Is it like for
Those paper
spells
birds?
or just like decent stationery?
Just stationary, you know. That's
Oh
right.
yeah, he says. He pulls out
Diary.
some blank papers from below his counter and he says, "Here, it's on the house for the Zentarum."
Nice.
Thank you. I am, after all, a man of letters. So, thank you.
All right. Anybody else getting anything?
Yes, I want to get some of the potions. How much are the other
Healing?
ones?
He said 40 for.
No, not the healing.
for the poison?
Sorry, the poison.
Oh, okay. So he says the one that could give him disadvantage on stuff is 40. The one that does a bit of extra damage is 80. And the last one, which has a chance of knocking him out, is 400.
Okay, I will take 2 that cause disadvantage.
Okay, so for
For
80
how many?
gold.
For how many arrows are they good for?
Oh, you just kind of stick the arrowhead in and slather around a bit. It should be good for a good 4 arrows.
I see.
I like.
Okay. So maybe we could do the 2 for 60.
Roll a persuasion.
Haggling.
21. Please.
He says, "Only because you're pretty. Here you go."
Thanks. And yeah, that's it.
So is Greyhide at an armor shop?
What did he say to you? Hey, relax. That was just it was the spirit. He was just getting a little jealous. The spirit of Angelo. Relax. Relax. Disembodied spirit of Angelo.
You can find an armor shop. We don't need to roleplay the whole thing, but it effectively, to add a +1 modifier to plate mail is not cheap. It would be without haggling 1,000 gold, and then they would have to have it for a couple days.
Okay, and what about a Cloak of Protection if I were to go to?
I think that's the
or is there a
cheapest-
better quality shield that I could get? I've got this 6-pound shield. Is there,
That's still going to be pretty expensive. You're talking like 500-ish without haggling.
All
But
right.
the Cloak of Protection, I think, is the cheapest AC gaining thing there is. Yeah.
Mhm.
And that would be about 150 without haggling.
I can definitely do 150. What about so what would that do to my armor class?
It'd give you +1 to AC and +1 to all saving throws.
I like it. So what about can I roll to haggle? Or how do I have to role play the haggling?
Yeah, just roll persuasion.
And just tell them whatever, appropriate guilds and stuff I belong to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to actually act out the haggling part. Oh, I did poorly.
He's
Maybe
like,
maybe Fig can
Surprise.
come and help you.
I mean, probably.
Fig can help you. Either Fig can roll or you can roll with advantage. However you want to do it.
Yeah. So
I'll let Fig roll. I'll say my thing, and then Fig can come in. And...
maybe yeah, maybe you can just help my friend out a little bit more. Like maybe we can do a little bit better. We do intend to be spending quite more money here as we go.
I don't.
Nice.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes.
Now roll with
lots of
disadvantage.
money.
No. Go ahead and roll the persuasion.
Just send Enigma in there to persuade. Oh, he's so manly, she'll say.
Ooh, that's pretty
We will.
persuasive.
We will be
I thought
back.
I heard a little bitch talking.
And there are 18, and there's 4 of us. So
He'll give it to you for 110.
I like it. Okay, I'll do it. It's a deal. Cloak of
Thank
Protection.
you.
It's called Cloak of Protection, right?
Yeah, you should be able to find it in D&D Beyond.
All right, so I'm going to.
what are my
So-
potions?
Thank you.
called?
I'm done.
Just-
Those are poisons are weird in D&D. They're actually not really magic items so much.
Right.
So
so my inventory will just kind of keep track.
yeah, you got and technically these are just vials of poison.
Right.
DC 12 con save, or you have
Yeah.
disadvantage for a minute,
Okay.
which is 10 rounds of combat.
Wow, that's a lot per arrow, and they're good for 4 arrows, so 8 arrows.
4 arrows.
That's pretty good. I have 2
The
vials.
thing that's not so great about them is the con save is a little low.
What's the
Right.
con save?
It means when you shoot them, they have to
No.
roll a Constitution saving throw. Oh, it's 12.
Yeah.
Sorry.
12. Oh. Okay.
10 rounds.
DM, the Cloak of Protection didn't change my armor class.
Oh, okay. So now you have to go to attunement. It's been a while, and you have to
Okay.
attune to it.
All right.
Just a note: you can only attune to 3 magic items at any given time.
It worked.
Yeah.
I'm attuned, so that's the only one I'm attuned to now. I love it. I love it. I'm so happy. I'm a tank, and I've got a beautiful cloak, a flowing cloak behind the armor that makes me look
Oh.
regal and
Greyhide,
dashing.
you look so
it's a
dashing
deep maroon.
and regal in your protective cloak.
Thank you, Fitz.
So
You look at
um,
Fitz,
Think of
and
my
What a
cloak.
hideous orange.
yeah, you look at Fitz, and he has like it
Right.
looks like a similar cloak, but for some reason it's this weird orange.
Interesting. You have beautiful
Right, well,
cloaks.
that's the
I
one
love
they
your
had.
cloak too, Fitz.
Thank you, Greyhide. You look dashing. You look like you're paladin of the lady's heart.
all right, fellas.
What does
I
what
agree.
does
Fred, you look so good.
what does Enigma's cloak look like right now?
My cloak?
Uh,
Let me think.
Because it can be whatever you want, right?
Oh,
I think you look sleek and deadly. That's my opinion.
hey. I'm gonna go all glitter, so I'm just
Mhm.
wearing some blinged out, beautiful, stunning bling show.
It's not very stealthy, but sometimes style is more important than stealth. Who said that?
Did you just question me?
what?
No, I was agreeing with you, saying
No.
that style.
I don't think you were. Don't even talk to me right now.
Wait, do they have these
blew
guys?
it.
They have more of these little paper birds.
You so far the
Oh.
shops you went into did not have them. If you ask Weird Bottle, he
Much
says
makes
we don't have that, but and he says we do have these, and he pulls out a scroll, and he says if you can use the scroll, it gets a flying snake that can deliver a written message.
Flying snake.
Well, I mean, aside from the
There's
delicious
no
imagery-
euphemism here, guys. I'm gonna stop you right there before anybody has a little. Okay, how much is a flying snake?
Oh, this would be 40 gold.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pretty
sure.
cool for a flying snake.
Yeah, it's an actual spell.
Mm.
Can we do for
You know,
20?
Alpha. We
Like
can
for
probably
try it
just
out
cast-
at least for the first time, like a tester?
Roll persuasion. Always gotta persuade. Always gotta persuade.
12?
He says, I'll do it for 35. I already gave you a deal.
What do you guys think?
Paul, you're right. But I don't have that. I mean, Alpha, I think we should just ask Mert for more birds when we go ask him what he wants to do about the devils underneath the orphanage. It's not like we
Yes,
won't
he'll
be
give you the
seeing
birds.
them.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
He says, you work with Mert?
Yeah.
What? Oh, not work
we-
with. He's just a professional acquaintance. You know.
Should be careful
Why, is
around
he-
Mert.
Oh.
Do the
How
Zen
so?
Wouldn't
Moran
trust
not,
him. He's one of the Harpers.
Ah,
Harper's.
What do you know? Wait, what do you know about the Harpers? If you don't mind me asking, of course.
Us merchants. I don't know how much you know about the Zentarum. I mean, you're part of us. Hopefully you know a little, but we're a bunch of, we used to be mercenaries, but now we decided to take up more the business trade of things and try to grow our power, economic power, and things like that, but Mert always looks down on that type of thing.
Well, I guess because there's less money in it for him.
Probably.
But thanks for the
Everybody's
heads
got an
up.
angle.
Yeah. Thanks for the heads up, though. Appreciate it.
Really appreciate it.
Let us know if
weirdo.
you might need help with anything.
Will do. Not right now. You should talk to Dabble if you're looking for work.
Right.
Okay.
He,
And if you can't,
got
if you need help, maybe we can always trade items instead of gold.
What do you have?
No, just if you needed something, you could pay with items instead of.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have a diabolical glaive if you want that. I pulled it
True.
off a devil
We don't really
freshly
need it.
this morning. You know?
Okay, let's pull this out of the bag.
You did what?
Oh, you know.
We went to the glaive smith and
Fitz, help me out here.
Yeah, I got it. All right.
What type of devil?
You tell
he
us.
had to-
Show him.
he
We
had
show him the
to-
glaive.
His facial hair was very spiky. It had spikes on it. Something like that.
and he had devil horns, and there was poison coming out of the.
You'll eventually be able to describe a bearded devil. And he's like, oh, bearded devil.
Yeah.
What was a bearded devil doing in Waterdeep?
Well, that's what we're trying to find out. What do you know about them? Maybe you could help us.
Bearded devils? The one of the weaker devils out there, I suppose. They have beards that can latch onto you, do some poison things. Let me see
What
how
did
much
they-
you guys know.
So it was the weaker
I mean,
one.
all devils, you know, things like fire and poison won't work on them. Kind of resistant to damage, unless it's radiant, divine damage.
Yes, we gathered that much.
Yeah.
Anyway. Well, guys, I maybe, they hit for a lot, but maybe they're not as tough as we think. I think
yes.
we could probably go back
What
down
do
and
they-
face them.
Greyhide.
What do they normally? What are they normally around for? Like, what's their interest?
They're devils. Whatever. Probably have a contract with something or other. Probably trying to corrupt someone.
Up to no good, no doubt.
Works with
Depends on the
what
contract.
I've heard of. Oh. Right. What if the friends of ours just hired them to run that place we went to? You know? Maybe they're just helping out. That's a joke. I don't actually believe that. I thought that was
Like a groundskeeper. I think they were up to some devilry. That's just a hunch, though.
He breaks up laughing. He apparently loves dad jokes. He just he starts crying a bit.
I'm hilarious.
Wow. Greyhide,
You're not
you finally
bad.
found your audience.
Anyways,
Your
unless
cloak
you're
is
planning to do some
absolutely
business. Unless you're planning to do some
would you like-
business.
How about we trade you the glaive for the snake, eh? What do you say? Giant diabolical weapon in
How much is a
exchange for-
glaive worth, first of all?
I don't know. Look, we want the snake. Let's give him the glaive.
Yeah, but if we can get more gold for the glaive, then take the gold, and we can just buy the snake.
I mean, do you know where to sell a glaive? Where do you sell glaives? Let's just.
Maybe he'll buy one from us.
I'll give you a
like
snake
loud-
for 30 gold. For 30
Like
gold. if you-
loudly whispering in front of this guy.
Yeah. I'll give you the glaive for 30 gold. I'll give you the scroll for 30 gold if you give the glaive. If you give me the glaive.
Is the glaive only worth?
Hey,
Is the glaive only worth 30 gold?
how about we just trade?
What?
I mean, yeah, Surely a glaive is worth more than 10 gold. That's silly.
I mean,
You gotta leave something on the table for the shopkeep, you know?
if it was a new glaive, maybe 20 gold.
Right. All right, fine. Alpha, how about 25 and a glaive in exchange for the flying snake?
Can any of you
That's
write
sort of
spells?
the-
If you can write spells, you can write it in your own spell book.
Oh,
No?
I don't think
Oh,
this
well.
is working out.
Oh, well. Not every deal's meant to happen.
I have a
Anyways,
question. What's a glaive? It's an axe, right? It's like a big, tall axe.
it's like a,
I think
Kinda.
someone
like
on
a
the chat is
sword on a
asking.
spear.
it's actually
Oh. If you
a
had a
polearm.
spear-
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah,
It's
like
a
halberd, yeah.
polearm. Mhm.
Okay.
It's a very long
a
stick.
glaive.
I believe it actually, the combat benefit of it, because it doesn't do that, like, overly a lot of damage. The combat benefit of it is it has reach. If I remember right. So you can attack a square away from you.
This thing was really long, guys. It's like, I could barely.
Yeah, it does a D10 damage, and it can go 10 feet out, but you have to use both hands. There's also a polearm mastery feat that you can use with glaives, which can do some interesting things.
Nice. All right.
The beard was way
well,
tougher. The beard did the damage.
Right. The beard was impressive. All right. Well, let's put away the glaive and let's go outside, I suppose. Make our goodbyes.
Alrighty. So,
Thank you. Thank you for doing business.
come back whenever you need potions. You head out into the market. Where's the next destination?
So, should we go talk to Mert about the devils, or should we just go
It's like
fight the devils?
5-ish now.
Or
I
should
say we go talk
check...
to Mertz and get
All right.
paid. And then we can finish it. And if he wants us to go back and finish this mission with the devils, then we'll get paid more. Ha ha!
Okay, but
You-
we might have to
Good
be
negotiating.
hard to know if we can trust him, though. So we should also
I
be
have
careful.
to say, Enigma, the sparkles look fantastic on your cloak.
Thanks.
I was wrong.
Let's go.
Oh, right. I'm supposed to. Don't.
Guys, do you
I
think
just
we
want
should
to.
stop by the Castle Lantern and Estate and do a little bit of our own poking around?
Sure.
Well,
Stop by and say hello. We just killed a devil underneath your cellar. I don't think
Oh,
that's-
I meant not necessarily talking to them directly, but
Investigation. We can put on our investigation hats.
just poking around, kind of like we did at the orphanage.
Yeah, let's do that.
I mean-
I'm down with that. But
Suppose we've got
before the
a
evening
couple
is
of hours
done,
before the opera starts.
And if we run into them, we can. They technically invited us, so
yeah, we can
Okie
just
dokie.
go on in.
what do you guys
And
think?
if I see any houses of gambling, I'll keep my eye open for those.
They. Oh, yeah.
God.
Roll a perception check for the gambling on the way to the estate.
Ooh, crit.
Perception
I've been rolling a lot of 20s today.
Did you actually
Enigma.
roll a
Those.
crit for perception on gambling?
Enigma.
That's amazing.
A salesman of some sort is walking along, and he kind of bumps into you and says, "Oh, excuse me, ma'am." And you notice there's this on the outside of his bag. There's this potion that's just like on the brink of falling off, and it eventually falls off, and you catch it. And he goes on, just continues on. It looks like a potion of healing.
Awesome.
Eye of Argus spent his channel points to give Enigma a potion of healing.
Thank you.
Ooh,
I appreciate
someone
you.
has a crush.
Oh, actually, I didn't realize he gave a whole story. Oh my god, I didn't use his story. Here's his story.
Right.
This is his story. A traveler named Argus puts a potion in her hands, then poofs into thin air.
Whoa.
You don't even
Did that
question it.
magic
You're like,
poof
"Eh,
into
that
thin air?"
happens.
Who is that handsome man?
He must have
What
been
do you
from
like?
another time because he was dressed in this futuristic garb that I could barely recognize.
Enigma
Another
just knows
time.
she has this
Right.
thing called TikTok, and that was one of the followers, and it was
Music.
Makes
popped in.
sense. I
Tell me more about
following on
TikTok.
TikTok because it's very easy to get.
Fitz, do you know what's happening
What?
right now?
What?
Just kidding.
I don't understand any of this.
I hear it's really easy to get followers on
First
TikTok.
time in my
So
life.
easy.
Wow.
I don't know.
Marcus.
Someone gave Enigma something and then vanished.
Oh,
Yeah,
Enigma,
Meyer
you sure
showed
that's
up.
safe.
Oh,
But I did roll a
You
20.
know that-
I did roll a crit
That
for
makes a lot of
perception
sense.
on gambling houses.
You see at the
Well,
bottom it has
no.
FDA approved. Oh, you rolled a crit.
You
Wow.
must be okay.
On
I mean,
gambling
it's
houses,
easy
yes.
proving it.
You
Terrible
actually
thing to hold.
are walking north back towards the seaward to go back to the estate of the Castle Lanters. But on your way there, somewhere in the actual castle ward, as you're heading to northward, you do see off the beaten path a little. You look by and you see down an alley. There's actually this guard, and you see a rich person walk into the building next to the guard. He hands the guard a couple, like some type of small pouch of something, and he goes in, and your mind knows you've seen that kind of thing before. That's probably a gambling den right there.
Guys, you can handle
Uh-oh.
talking to the castle lanterns, and I can catch up. I just got a hunch about something. I'll just head down this way.
I'm a
Wait,
little
sorry,
distracted,
what is
and
it? Are
I'm
you-
looking at the last bird that Mert gave us, and I'm thinking of maybe sending Angelo a message.
What? No, Greyhide. What's wrong? Is it something to do with your sister? Do you need help? What's happening?
No, it's not my sister. It's I've been feeling lucky today. You know, I've been doing well at critical times. I've been feeling lucky. I just think I gotta roll with
Right,
it. You know what I
good.
mean? I gotta take advantage of it while it's hot. You know what I mean? So I think I could turn this gold into a lot more gold. I just you guys have this, right?
Oh, Greyhide.
Hold on, I have to catch up with all the dad
I've
jokes.
Seen
Okay.
Greyhide. I've seen people lose a lot of money through that. I don't know if this is the
Yes.
right choice.
It's okay.
They
He
weren't
can't. We don't
lucky
have
the way
money.
I
He
was.
can't lose that much.
Well, great. Sure, just
I control my
Please, you've
gambling by
already
being
bought
poor.
healing potions. I mean, all right, fine. Let's carry on.
I'm too
All right.
distracted about thinking about sending Angelo a message that I'm like, yes, go ahead, Greyhide. Should I?
So the rest of you
Shouldn't I?
continue on. Is Enigma going to continue on with the rest of the people back to the Castle Lantern estate, or is she going to try to see what Greyhide's up to?
I am gonna follow Greyhide, my love.
Are you going to do it stealthily or just out in the open,
Wow.
like get off with them?
Oh, she's going to get off with him.
Me
That's
and
too
it.
easy.
No
I'm
one.
Too easy. Too easy.
See what he's doing. Spy on him a little bit.
All right, roll a stealth.
Uh,
And then Greyhide,
Enigma,
as you
leave the
Go
castle,
ahead.
as you leave our little carriage, I'm going to lean into you and I'm going to say, if he starts losing too much money, just bite him.
You.
She actually nodded for a
What?
second.
I'm saying.
I'm like, yeah, I will. Come on. I am speechless at the audacity that you have. Goodbye, Fritz.
What? It's a joke. I don't think you're really going to bite him unless he asks you nicely. It's fine.
So you head down the alley a bit, and you do come to the door. The guard is there. He's kind of leaning. You know it's a guard because you've seen this type of thing before, even though he's trying to be nonchalant. He's leaning back with like a cloak. He has some type of pipe that he's smoking. And he says, yeah.
I say, I'm here for the game.
You?
That's right. The name's Greyhide, and I like to play cards.
All right. He puts out his hand.
And I give him 9 copper, and then I give him a knowing wink.
Roll persuasion.
She's still Greyhide, you know. Like I could be smooth about this, but that's what Greyhide
It's not
would
gonna
do.
work, Greyhide, because it's not a kid. Hello.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
like,
Wow.
he opens up the pouch a little bit, and he's like, or he just sees the copper in his hand. He goes, "What is this? 5 gold."
5 gold, you say? Oh, sorry, I reached into the wrong pocket. I'll give him 5 gold.
All right.
I say that all the time. Oh, just reached in the wrong pocket.
He says, all right, go on in. You can open the door. As it opens, you see the whole room is kind of filled with smoke. There's no real, there's not much ventilation in here. And there's a table in the distance. Decent table. There's 4 others around the table, with a 5th one being some type of card guy, a human. And there's smoke permeating throughout the place. They all seem to be smoking of some type of substance. But it doesn't smell, it just smells like tobacco.
I'll do this. And I'll try and sit at that central table and say, what's the buy-in here, guys?
How much money do you want to spend on this? The buy-in will just be anything over 10 gold, but you can spend as much as you want and then just roll for it, and that'll take time to do what was there.
Well, Greyhide feels really, really lucky today. I'm gonna take out 100 gold and smack it on the table.
Oh, God.
You hear a whistle. Oh, that was probably terrible to you. Sorry. And they said, all right. And you take out the gold, and they seem to just be using gold coins as chips actually here. And they start passing around the cards.
Nice
What?
Tanuki.
I thought I disabled that. I thought it could only be ones per round. Okay.
Yes, you can, crits.
Alpha. Suddenly there's a bump. It's almost like like the cart went through a pit. And at that moment, you think nothing of it. And then suddenly you hear in your head, "Oh, now I can talk to you." And you suddenly realize that the necklace actually just fell off. Like the little attachment on the back came off. And he says, "I got a surprise for you." And suddenly, you feel everybody around. You don't know the distance of this. You're able to put the necklace back on, but everybody has to uncontrollably sing for 5 minutes.
Alpha, what's wrong? Alpha, what's wrong?
Do you hear the people singing the songs of angry men? There is the music of a people who will not sell glaives again for the wretched of the earth.
Don't you hear that Fitz go on? I think he's here.
Who is
Greyhide, you
to
need to
lose a fortune at the card game that I'm at. I will not stop until my money is completely spent.
Greyhide, you need to roll the dice and see what you get with the gambling.
Just rolling a d20, that's it.
That's right.
Alpha, what happened? Are you
I will
feeling
not.
well?
No, I am not feeling
And if I lose it all, I can still go into debt.
I think he is here.
Who is here?
I rolled a
Angelo.
4. That's good, isn't it?
Greyhide, you need to read the chat. I have some very unfortunate news. As if you needed
I
it.
have disadvantage. Okay, so I rolled a 4. So let's see if I roll lower than that. It's not
We
looking
have
good,
angered the gods.
but it's okay. My luck is good here, right? I rolled another 4.
He has
Wow.
angered the gods.
Time goes by, it doesn't take long. But after 10 minutes, your money is gone.
I like it when the dungeon
I think this is a
master
test from the-
rhymes.
I think it's a test from the gods cards. They want me to double down.
Can
Can I go into debt? Can you loan me? Can you loan me 100 gold? And
Dear God, Greyhide, no.
Roll a persuasion.
I own Troll Skull Manor. We can mortgage that. I
Don't you mean you own Troll Skull Manor and you can mortgage that?
Of Troll Skull Manor.
I rolled a 2 for persuasion. I am so persuasive.
They see your hands are shaking. They see that look on your face. They know what you are baking, and they say, "Get out of this place."
Greyhide's fucked. Greyhide's fucked. Greyhide's fucked.
This is why you don't anger the
I have another 47 gold here. It's my last 47 gold. I'm gonna buy in one more time, okay? This is all I have. You can't.
They're actually forcing you out at this point. They don't trust you. They think you have a problem, and they're afraid of what you might cause.
Okay. So I'll.
You see the bouncer
rush
from
me
the
out.
front. Yeah, the bouncer from the front comes and says, "Excuse me, sir. They ask you to leave."
Do you know who I am? I'm Greyhide. I'm a paladin. I have
Someone in
influence in this
chat
town. You
wants
can't do
to
this to me.
donate gold.
Anyway, I quietly leave, and I'll just say
are
I
we done
won't be
singing?
frequenting this establishment ever
I think it's been
again.
5 minutes, hasn't it? I meant to only allow it once per stream, anyways. But
Right.
can
First-
you
first
hear
bullet point.
Angelo singing?
Oh.
How would Angelo even sing? Can you even do that voice and sing? I don't know if that's gonna come out well.
Well, there's only one way to find out. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
Angelo?
When there's something we'll sing, and I feel like I don't know the words to be beyond the first verse. That's amore.
I hear Angelo.
Alpha, first you're
Like a big
you're
pizza
hearing
the pie.
Hmm.
I'm broke as fuck over here, and I've been deposited onto the streets. But I stand up and I just like I pretend it's nothing, and I'm like, wow, I won a lot of money gambling.
I assume you get like a coach for 9 copper and start heading back where everybody else is heading to.
Yes, I do.
and
Hey
drink
guys,
gold
I
down
just
to-
won a fortune gambling. I'll tell you about it later. I'm hot tonight.
You do make it to the Castellanter estate. The two of you. Enigma, roll a stealth. Or did you already? You did already. You got an 18.
Sorry, I did.
Right.
Now it's 21. You're actually able to kind of watch. You find a window to watch what happened. You saw Greyhide throw a bunch of money on the table and then nervously lose it all. And then tried to borrow money and then got kicked out. On the way out, you see him outside. You're still hidden there.
Barry. Oh, I love Barry.
Oh. A strange
Do
alley
you
cat
say
walks
anything
past
to
you.
Greyhide or anything, or you just follow him to the Castellanter estate?
I just follow him being super creepy and weird about it. and
Roll-
sneaky, and just
Roll
watch.
a perception like 3 times, or with advantage, Greyhide, over a long period of time.
Oh shoot, sorry. I thought that was for me.
No, Greyhide.
Okay, I roll a 16 and then a 19. So I'm pretty sure I see her.
Yeah, eventually you do see her after a while. You see her creeping on you, hiding behind, trying to duck behind covers. It looks like she's usually good at hiding, but for some reason, like she looks at the sun and she flinches a little, and it's hard to be her full hidden self out in the daytime.
And I'll just be friendly about it. It's like, oh, hello, Enigma. I went gambling and I won a significant amount of money. I'm having a great day.
I'm still gonna just ignore him, pretend like he doesn't see me, and just be really weird.
You see Enigma as you say that, just kind of like fade to the right.
I'll be polite about it and pretend that I didn't see her and just be nonchalant. Okay. Okay.
The other two of you, Fitz and Alpha, you make it to the Castle Lantern Estate. You see the tall white walls with a front gate made of wrought iron. Through the gate, you can see that there's a path that heads to what seems to be a four-story manor with a bright red roof, wooden building, and you see a sub path going off to the right somewhere. You can't really see where it is looking through the wrought iron gate that's in front. You see two guards there, adorned with the Castle Lantern emblem, which is like a Y with like a faded goose being fed in the back.
It's a terrible emblem. They really need to update their emblems. Well, Alpha, do you remember when we saw them at the opera? You were pretending to be Enigma, and they invited us to see them. What if you pretend to be Enigma, and we'll go in and see them?
You're on mute.
Is that red wizard still getting to you?
There we go.
Are you still...
When we hit that bump in the carriage, my amulet momentarily fell off, but we're okay.
I just check it's securely clasped.
We're okay.
Is that why we all had to start singing? Is that what happened?
What? Did we sing?
You didn't notice?
Did we
were
sing?
singing.
Oh no.
What? No, never mind. It might have just been
Fitz,
in my head.
you can't tell anyone. I don't sing.
What? You don't
I
sing?
don't sing. I don't
I heard
sing.
you sing. I heard...
No.
Sure. Oh, no, not a word.
Okay.
Not a
So
word.
wait, are you going to be Greyhide and I'm Enigma?
No, but do you remember when they invited us to see them, you were pretending to be Enigma upstairs at the opera? So if we go in now and you're you, they won't know who you are. But if you turn into Enigma, they'll know. They'll say, "Oh yes, we saw you."
Okay, that's probably a good idea.
And then when Enigma and Greyhide get here, I am sure that they will figure out that we've already gone in, and they have to somehow sneak into the bowels
Do you think they'll figure out they have to sneak?
Maybe we should wait.
We're here.
All right.
I don't know if and when they're coming.
So you decide to wait for them.
No.
No?
Let's
Oh, okay,
go.
sorry.
Should we go?
All right.
So what are you doing?
Sure, we go in.
Okay. So I shift into Enigma.
Okie dokie. And you
I,
use your shift weave
My
to...
shift weave to adorn a nice dress, similar to the one I had at the opera, actually.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So they recognize me, and I take Fitz by the arm.
Wait. Before we go in, tell me what I have to roll for this. I'm going to use my intimate knowledge of Greyhide and exactly how he looks at things to take a little charcoal pencil that I recently got from this shop and find a little beam, something that I just know he's going to stop and sort of glance at, and I write, "We are inside. Be sneaky."
Okay.
Do I have to...
And
it'd be
where do you
reading
leave it?
personality. I guess that could be insight.
Sure. I'm doing it anyway, no matter what I roll, so it just depends if he's going to see it or not. We've got a 15.
Okay.
Well, anyway, so I do that, and then we go
Good
in.
to know. All right.
Okay. So I'm holding Fitz by the arm as if we're expected. And
Do you know, this is really weird for me, holding Enigma and by the arm and knowing it's Alpha, and
it's very weird for me to be touching people. Okay, so just
sure, all right.
It's
fine.
It's the first time she actually sounded like Enigma because she was bitching about you, but
wow.
Well, maybe not the right word, but she was yelling at you.
Yeah, that feels more natural.
Berating you. There you go. That's the right word.
Okay, should I scream? Wait, should I scream louder? Louder.
No, just pretend. Okay, we're talking to the Castle Lantern, so pretend you're classy Enigma. You know, picture what Enigma would be like if she was classy, and be that.
You feel slightly annoyed, Enigma, wherever you are. You don't know why.
She'll get a revenge somehow.
I heard something annoying.
Right, I'm Enigma.
Okay. You, Enigma and Fitz.
That's a good
You head
Enigma,
to the front gate. Yeah. You head to the front gate. We need like an Enigma snap camera filter. But you head to the front gate, and you there the two guards in front of it. They say one looks up to you, looks bored. What's your business there?
Oh, hello.
We're expected.
Hello. You're expected. What's your name?
This is Fitz Joffrey, and this is Enigma. We met the Castle Lanterns at the opera, and they invited us to pop by and say hello.
We have an open invitation. We're thinking of contributing to.
Please wait. And the other, do you actually say to the orphanage?
Yes.
I assume you do. Yeah.
Do we say what?
You say contribute to the orphanage. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then
just,
he says.
Just please hurry though. Just please hurry.
Roll a deception. Someone can do it with with advantage, or you both can roll it separately. Whatever you want.
Deception. I should also roll it.
Hopefully you rolled better than I did.
I've got a 17.
17. He looks at the other guard and kind of knocks his head, and the other guard opens up the gate and walks in. The first guard there that talked to you just stands there, doesn't say anything.
So
the other one walks to the house.
For the, What's it like working for the Castle Lanterns?
Well, it pays the bills. They cycle their staff a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I've only been working here for 3 months. I heard it changes. Staff changes quite a lot here.
You're
That's
cute.
Where do you know? Is there somewhere where they all go afterwards, or did bad blood, or they like fresh faces? Why is that?
Nah, they seem to fire people, I guess, or not fire them, just lay them off and get new ones. Roll persuasion as Enigma. The other one heads over. He talks to another guard. That guard goes into the house.
16.
Okie dokie. He smiles at you. He seems to be paying less attention to Fitz. The other guard will eventually come out and stand at his post, say nothing.
Figma.
After some time, the door opens.
I'm really enjoying Figma right now. Like, this is a whole other fig. This is really enjoyable.
I'm staring at
the front door of the manor opens, and an older half-orc comes out. He has little small spectacles on his nose, a nice neat beard, goatee beard, and his hair pulled back into like a man bun type thing. And he walks dignified up to the gate. He has what seems to be his arm just kind of in a dignified position, and he says, "So you say that you are here for to make a donation to the orphanage?"
Well, yes, but we were hoping to chat with the Castle Lanterns first. And,
they invited us to come by to visit, to talk with them a little further about what they do and the wonderful work they do at the orphanage. And
I can ask him if you want, but there will be consequences if you are lying.
We're not lying. We met
at the opera.
The opera. They're the ones who said that we should stop by and consider a donation. So we are here
Stop by to the manor, you say, not to the orphanage.
To the
I believe
orphanage.
That's what they said, yes.
Why would we go to the orphanage? They're not...
Usually they tell people to go to the orphanage, but very well, I shall go inform them and see what they say.
If we misunderstood them, then our mistake, but we understood that we were here to have further chats with them.
Roll one more persuasion. I almost said Enigma.
Figma.
Alpha. Figma. Yes.
Figma, yeah.
Help!
Help. Please chat, help me.
Please chat, help me.
Oh, no. As you're speaking, you just sort of... I didn't even know what to do.
We need a Figma emote now.
Burp aggressively and spoils it.
he looks kind of annoyed, and he says, I don't know who you are. I shall inform them that you showed up, and I will send a messenger if they choose to talk to you. Paul gave D4 inspiration to Enigma. You can add that D8 to any roll, any D20 roll that you do.
Ooh. That's not
Oh,
nice.
I still have one of those, by the way.
You still have one of them too.
Wait, to Enigma? To like this?
Or sorry,
Enigma?
to Figma.
Or this Enigma? Okay, to Figma.
The Figma.
Figma.
Do you guys think it's worth me re-rolling to convince him, or do I just save it?
At most, you'll get a 15. At worst, you'll get an 8.
Would a 15 be in? What do we think? Save it?
Fitz, what do I do?
I mean, he doesn't seem very forthcoming, but I'll be honest, I feel.
Check this out.
Sure, try it. Try it.
Okay. I'll just what is it?
You gonna do it or no?
A D8?
Yeah, D8.
Oh, dropped something. Oops.
Oh no. With an 8, and he says,
It's terrible.
he says, where shall I send the messenger to inform you if they wish to see your presence?
Troll Skull Manor. I'll just give our real address because I'm very trusting. Troll Skull Manor would be fine.
Troll Skull Manor, you say? Okay, I'm sure someone knows where that is. It's probably in some filthy place like the Northwood. Very well.
Rude.
I shall take your message and deliver it in due time.
Perhaps
Good day.
Thank you.
also we are here. They may see us now.
He walks away.
I'm just going to perceive. I'm going to perceive what the sort of the security looks like because I hate these people and I want to break in.
Roll perception.
Sure.
This is just your ability while that whole talk went on to kind of look through the gate, try to see if you can pick up anything.
We've got a 5. It seems
So
very
even with a
secure.
5, you'll see something. You see that there's the 2 guards next to you at the front gate. You also see 2 guards in the front of the manor, where the main doors are to the manor.
Wasn't there
You
like a
see-
little path you said though?
There is a path that goes forward to the manor, and then there's another. It's almost like a manicured dirt path with stone, like cobblestone, on it. Kind of stylistically unevenly placed to the front door, and then there's like a little dirt path that goes. It's actually kind of a wide dirt path, but it doesn't have any type of stone or anything. That goes off to the side, to the right. You can't really see where it goes unless you want to try to stick your head into the gate.
So, but nobody is watching.
I would
that
say by
one.
this time, the rest of you catch up. Enigma and Greyhide, you see Figma and Fitz at the front gate of the manor.
Do we see them yet or not yet?
You see Greyhide walking their way.
Okay.
Alpha, seduce the guard for a moment just to distract him. So, we're fascinated about this. Do you have long shifts? What time do you get off? Do you want to go for a drink sometime?
Wait,
or is...
I thought I was seducing him.
Wow. You're seducing him. I'm getting information. We're both. It's tag team seduction.
Okay. I'm not used to this. This
Tag team
really
seduction.
weird.
He seems to be looking at Figma kind of up and down. You start talking, Fitz, and he's like, yes, what?
What
Oh, you're still
time-
here.
Wow. What time do you boys get off work? Is there a local pub?
Sure. I don't really know you. Roll persuasion.
Right.
Or
What do I
what's your
roll?
intention? What's your intention here?
He asked me
you-
to try to seduce, but
Can I just nudge Alpha and say, you say it. You say what I just said. He wasn't listening.
Is there Is there a pub? What time do you get off?
Roll a persuasion with advantage.
That's up to you. Sorry, that's my answer to that question. If it was directed to me, which it wasn't.
Right. And so 10 and 17.
He actually seems to shift his feet slightly, uncomfortable for some reason now, and he says, in 3 hours. You want to go to a?
Is it 1 or 3?
3. Yeah. I know a place in the North Ward. Yeah. Why don't you meet me here at 3? I can meet you somewhere.
Oh. What's your name? I don't think I caught your name.
What's Fitz doing while he is enthralled by this?
I am just listening to this and sort of I'm just going to nudge you and I'm going to say just say yes. Say we'll tell him to meet us. Tell him to meet us at Troll Skull.
This better be good.
Wait, Troll Skull?
No, he said he knows.
Worst comes to worst, I will pretend to be you and he can touch me up again, just like the last time you did this.
Wait, you didn't even know about that.
Well,
you still don't know about that.
I knew he touched me.
Yes. At 3. You could also.
Yeah. Where should we meet? My name's Max.
Max, that's cute.
Killing it.
Troll Skull.
Troll Skull.
You can meet us at Troll Skull. There's a little they're opening up. There's a what do you call it? A tavern? Bar? Tavern. They're opening up a new tavern, so it's new, so drinks are cheap.
All right. I'll see you in 3 hours when I'm off.
Okay. Does he bring his friend? What's your plan?
Are you whispering?
No, just him.
Okay. See you at.
I'm her brother. See, we both have pointy ears. That's how that works.
Why?
I don't have.
Why are you dark skinned and she's light skinned? Yeah,
half brother, half. Yes. Come on.
We'll see you at.
Sister.
See you at 3.
Yes. Very good.
3 hours. That would be like 8 or 9. Okay. And he kind of like stands back to attention, puts his shield down in front of him, blocking his midsection.
Is there a tree? Is there a tree nearby?
There's trees. This is a pretty manicured place in the Sea Ward. You have the white walls that go around, and there's trees here and there if you wanted to find a tree in a particular place.
Yeah, I just kind of want to go in somewhere hidden where I can shift back.
Yes, let's go over to where Greyhide is. I'm assuming he's not in their sight.
Okay, you can find a place easy to go hide and shift back. You go back into...
I'm adopted. Yes.
You go back into your Fig or Alpha?
Alpha.
Alpha form. And then...
there we go.
Just a reminder, everybody, you can spend channel points in the chat next to the little chat bar. There's a lot of options there if you click the natural one.
Hey guys, I feel really great after winning all that money. How did the investigation thing go? I'm fine. How did the investigation of the castle lanterns go? I'm fine.
We're not laughing at you crying.
Greyhide, do you want to tell us something? Are you feeling all right?
I think these are feelings. This is you. This is
I feel like getting a drink. What do you guys say? Let's go for a drink.
You know,
there was a creepy path here that we thought we might walk down.
So we're still investigating. Yeah, I'm totally okay with it.
You guys also notice it smells like tobacco around him.
Oh God, Greyhide,
let's investigate more.
Are you a smoker? Are you?
It always makes me feel better. Hey,
what?
buddy.
a drink?
Give him a little. No, investigating.
Yes, I love adventure. Let's investigate and.
So what's
Okay.
what's the plan with the investigation?
All right,
there's-
so
there's that
everybody
creepy
lean
path.
in. Listen up here. So yes, there's a little path to the side, but the Castle Lantern estate is extremely well guarded. So one option is that at 3 hours from now, Enigma, you have a date with a very cute soldier named Max. Once we pick his brains, if you want to drink his blood, you can, because then we're going to impersonate him and break into the Castle Lantern's estate.
She can't be drinking blood.
What?
No,
Well,
it's-
fine.
it's-
Don't drink his
it's
blood. We'll just keep him
reasonable.
Why would I
sedated.
drink
don't know.
anyone's blood? Like, you're a psychopath.
Right. I'm sorry.
We saw you
because
drink things.
never-
Anyway, we'll talk about this later.
Right.
I
okay,
mean,
so,
after all, life is basically meaningless, and I am a terrible paladin, and I still find a way to make my way through adventures. You know,
Fitz,
some people drink blood,
feelings.
and I'm a terrible
Do
paladin.
something.
We're
What
all the
happened?
same.
Greyhide, what happened? Do you want to go?
No,
kill
nothing. No,
someone?
I'm just
Something.
relating and being a good friend. I'm a good friend, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Greyhide, you're a great
Wait.
friend, and we are all here for you. If there's anything you need to talk about or get off your chest,
Well,
We
that's
are
good to
all
know in the
here.
future. But right now, I feel great.
Adventure.
Adventure,
fantastic.
yes. Let's investigate
Yeah.
because I feel great. I truly
I always-
do.
Good.
I always feel better when I adventure and investigate.
Greyhide has to yell headlong into danger soon.
Because nothing makes me feel more alive and less worthless than going headlong into danger.
I mean, we could
Right.
go kill the devils under the orphanage. I mean, I don't know.
What? God,
Last
well,
one.
maybe
But
maybe he
we're
doesn't.
going
Maybe
to
he doesn't need to
investigate.
feel that much better.
Okay.
Yes,
Do you know what
I
I
think
What?
we'll murder some awful devils. That will make me feel more alive. But we can,
All
we
right.
can do this investigation. I'm down for this.
So you're heading to,
pretend to be a
to the-
child.
The little
And-
creepy path, guys.
or are you
Uh,
going back to Troll Skull to
Oh,
meet
we
that guy,
are?
or are you doing something else, or what's the plan here?
Okay, I thought we were going. We're not going down the creepy path.
I thought the creepy
The
path.
creepy path is actually within the walls. So you're looking through the wrought iron gate into the white walls, and you see that there's a path going to the manor and a path that goes off of that path somewhere else inside the walls you can't see.
Oh, there's no other path that we could get in around.
It seems to be the only entrance into the place is at that gate. I mean, you could try scaling the wall if you want, but it's
I
a
don't. Yes.
it's a good 12-foot wall, but it's
Well,
going.
we could go back to
only
Troll
one way in.
Skull and talk to the dwarf, or we could go back into the bowels of hell and fight those devils. I'm good with either.
Hey, Enigma.
Or you can.
Do you think you could look at that gate over there? Do you think you could get in there? Do you think you could get over that wall? Do you think you could get us in? Like at night, obviously. I mean, there's still going to be guards, but
Yeah, I think so.
could you
But
maybe like
I'll do it if somebody else asks me, not you.
Would you
Anyone
like
else
to
want to
try
ask her?
in,
Because
in
apparently
some
I can't.
form or another, whether it be your beautiful form right now or some other, sort of
Ugh,
type
okay.
form, like climb,
Okay,
Well-
that's
I've always been
option.
able to do this, by the way. Not a vampire.
Of course not. I mean,
course.
my friend
Definitely.
Kenny back in college used to be able to turn into that. Oh, look,
right into a bat.
I'm not used to this yet.
so
you're stunning
Wow.
as a bat.
You see a little mouth move on.
yeah, I don't think I've ever
Hey, so maybe you could just fly in and see what you find out.
Okay, so if you want to do that, Enigma, roll a. It's not hard to fly over, and you don't even have to roll like a stealth or anything. Just do a perception to see what you can see in the courtyard as you're flying up ahead. You can do it with advantage too, so roll twice and take the higher.
Nice.
Not that you need to.
off. You are very perceptive.
So you go up above the manor, And you see that path that goes off the main path goes to what seems to be some type of like shed with all it has in it seems to be a place to put horses, 2 horses, and a carriage. They seem to have their own private carriage. In the back, you see that there's a nice butterfly garden. Right now, there's actually butterflies just kind of flittering their wings all over the place inside around these flowers that seem to be specially made for cocoons for butterflies. Over in another corner of the place, you see that there's actually a guest house. It's behind the manor. There's a guest house, probably for guests of some sort. It's 2 stories high. Finally, in the last corner, you see 2 kids playing outside. There's trees and there's a garden, and there's this old lady who's sitting next to the butterfly garden just watching them. Also, you see at different spots 4 guards patrolling the yard, just on regular type of patrol going around, sometimes stopping, waiting for a while, going to the next spot. On the back of the main manor, you also see a door that goes into the manor, and on the side of the manor, because you got a 22, you see that there's like a mud room of some sort on the side where probably where all the gardening supplies are and stuff, where servants would get gardening supplies and things like that.
It's high security.
Also, with a 22, you see that there's actually little spikes on top of the wall you couldn't really get a good angle on before.
Ooh.
Wow.
But that's what you see, and you eventually fly back, unless you want to do something else.
Okay, I'm gonna fly back and tell these dudes what I just seen.
Alrighty.
So there was
And can I
children
turn into
in
not
there.
a bat now?
Yeah.
Enigma! That was incredible.
Thank
Wow.
you.
Oh.
It is quite
That
great,
was-
isn't it?
It's pretty impressive, actually. I'm
Still
quite
weird.
impressed.
So what's up?
Okay, so what I seen was, and then I tell you guys what I seen.
It's amazing.
So the security is pretty high. It's going to be pretty hard to get us in there.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, why don't we just dress up as children, hang out at the orphanage, and the moment they try to send a kid down to the devil, we've got them.
But we
That's
don't know
not
that's
a
what
bad
they're.
idea.
We don't know that's what they're doing. So we could
Well-
wait there a long time.
We could go
We could
headlong
see.
into
We could see if the
danger and
bird.
kill
My
some
bird is at the
devils.
orphanage, so the bird. He'll let us know if.
All right, your
Something
bird's at the
fishy.
orphanage. Why don't we just go talk to Mert? Opera's probably about to start. Still gives us just enough time to get back so that Enigma can have a date.
Oh,
By the
did I
way,
miss
Enigma,
something?
you're going on a date. We told you that, right?
Yeah. I don't remember agreeing to this, but sure. How cute's
Well,
this dude? How much
he's
money does he
cute.
have?
He's a
What is he
soldier.
do? A soldier? They don't make
Some
much
money.
Well, he's a guard for the Castle Lanterns, so he's probably a little bit wealthy.
Yeah, sure.
But we could gather a lot of information this way, I'm sure, so...
I mean, that's
Fine.
more what we're thinking. Yes.
Okay. Sure,
Okay.
whatever.
I mean,
So we'll fast
Anything
forward.
for me to do?
Okay.
Am I coming along, or do I have time to hit back to the card table and turn my filthy luck around? I mean, wonderful luck and have more wonderful luck.
Greyhide, you
We
should
might-
probably come with us.
You
Mert
should
would find
probably
it very
come.
strange. If we
You
got
want me
the
to come with
opera,
me? You want me to come along? You mean you find me worthy and valuable?
Yes, Greyhide.
That's
you
very
are
nice of you to say, Fitz. You're a tremendous friend.
You are a valuable paladin. You are a good
I am, aren't
person. Yes, you are.
I'm not a complete waste, and I'm not a
Okay,
terrible
I'm
paladin.
looking
You
for
killed
a
a
coach
devil
somewhere.
today. You killed a bearded devil.
Did.
You find the
Absolutely
theater,
Smited it.
and you, it's true. You did open up, you dissected one. But you find the theater, and you can find Mert at his usual place, people watching. He will, you just convey everything. He got your paper bird, actually. And he says, well, now that's some interesting news. Were you able to connect it at all to the Castle Lanterns themselves?
I mean, it is in. It's a tunnel coming from the shed of their orphanage. I mean, it's
That's a pretty good connection, but
right.
it would be nice if it was more direct. Do you think it there are castellaners inside there or anything like that?
No,
I think
actually,
the only way to tell is if we went deeper in there, but all we saw were these
Sounds dangerous.
devils.
Very
We might need
dangerous.
some help if we were going to face these. Is there any way you could possibly empower us with something, or send someone along with us? A little bit of muscle might be.
I might be able to send someone.
Something
I have
that
someone in
kills
mind. That would be
devils
interesting.
great. Oh, all right.
There we go.
they're trustworthy.
Of course,
I
they're
trust them with my
trustworthy.
life.
If this is Mert we're talking to, he's trust. If you trust
mean-
me, Greyhide, who's more trustworthy than me, then you can trust him.
Right.
Trustworthy.
I want to roll an insight check on Mert.
Go for it.
I also. I'm also
23.
There's a bit of a glint in his eye, like he's amused by what he's saying, but there's no overt deception or anything like that you can tell.
I'm going to tell Mert that we've arranged for one of the guards of the Castellanton's estate to go on a date, to come and chat with us. So that might be interesting. And then I'm going to ask him if he knows about a spy who worked for Neverember himself, whose name is
Delacar.
and who
You asked about Delacar. Okay. He says, I do know Delacar. He was yes, he was around Neverember. Not many people know that name. I would check out. He probably. You say he's. What about him?
We're just looking to speak with him. He has
He might-
information pertaining to Greyhide's sister. See, I can lie, Alpha. I can lie.
The Hacksmith. Thank you for following. Welcome.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Hacksmith!
well
Started
Check out-
accumulating those natural ones in the channel points.
Check out the Hacksmith on YouTube. He makes pretty
Oh.
fantastic Marvel props, actually, and movie props, and gadgets. Sometimes touted as the real-life Iron Man of 2022. The Hacksmith. Pretty cool.
I might have to talk to him. We need props of something we're doing shortly. So.
Hacksmith Industries.
That's the one. Yes.
That's awesome.
Very cool stuff. Very nice guy. If you're watching, what's up, James? Hello.
Thank you.
There you go.
That's the one.
Yeah, let's check that out. Oot.
Yeah,
Sorry, check that
definitely.
out.
yes,
Okay, so yes,
Delacar.
for Greyhide's sister.
For Greyhide's
Yes.
sister.
Delacar. That's. I don't know what's up with your sister. Oh yes, I forgot. You all come with a lot of baggage. The.
Yes, my sister doesn't want to see me because I'm worthless. I mean, she was taken away or something.
Or
Sorry,
something.
I'm a little frazzled today.
Kind of narrows his eyes
Because I
at
won
you.
so much money.
He's fine. We're working on him. It's
You need
just-
help. The Delacar though is probably in hiding. I would guess somewhere in the dock ward, if that's kind of the place where people hide.
Why would he be in hiding?
Well, Even if
If he was a spy for
Neverember's-
Neverember, I'm sure he's wanted by a ton of people.
you don't know anyone who might. Do you think Rainier might know how to speak with him?
Maybe. I can ask him.
Yeah, please do, Matt.
please do.
Please ask Rainier for us.
Okay.
Very good.
Maybe he'll come
Terminology.
tell you himself.
Ah, yeah. Well, you know where we are, Troll Skull Manor. You know. Huh?
Yeah, I'll let you know if I find anything about him. Interesting. Maybe he knows about the Stone of Galore.
I mean, you never know. That is a hot topic right now, isn't it?
Anyways, yeah, see if you can connect the devils to the Castellanters. That's, I would say, the next step of this investigation. In the
Have we
meantime,
completed the first step, and are we going to get paid for the first step? I mean,
as promised, I believe I said I'd give you a magic item from my collection. So I will, next time you come back, give me a day and I should have that.
very good. And so to get this other piece of evidence, that will be a different contract and additional payment, I assume.
Let's see where it goes. definitely payment, but I'm not sure how much yet, depending on the danger involved and what you actually have to do.
We
But
did mention we
danger
did
is
have to kill a
considerable.
devil today, right? Like we mentioned
Considerable
that we killed
danger,
a
yes.
devil this morning.
Yes, that's very concerning.
Right. So maybe
Right.
that is call for a little bit of extra.
Yes.
Roll persuasion. Let's see.
With advantage, since everybody
Doing this for
else is pressing.
exposure. You know, we don't get paid in exposure here. You know, we're not Toronto actors.
Would it
Not
be
so
with the-
much.
Yeah.
He'll say, I can spare a little change here, and he hands out 100 gold. Just brings out a bag of
Each?
100 gold and says, who should take this?
We'll split it
up.
I think.
Well,
Yeah.
you can entrust it with me. I won't lose 100 gold.
No,
No,
You
no,
can entrust.
no.
Oh,
No.
Okay, then we'll
We'll
split it
just-
up. That's fine.
Here's 25, Greyhide. Don't spend it all in one place.
Thank you.
You, assuming that's what you do at Mert. Unless
Yes.
you're gonna ask anything else.
There is a matter. You said there would be we would be aided. So who is this person, and where should we find them?
I wouldn't do anything tonight. It might be a little suspicious. Someone breaking into some underground bunker and then immediately showing up again. They're probably on high alert. No, it's not the time, unfortunately. They'll show up. I'll send them to Troll Skull tomorrow.
I imagine security is probably going to be even better now.
Well, I guess the only thing left to do is have a frothy ale, a few drinks, and then play some cards, and then head back to Troll Skull Manor. What do you guys say?
Greyhide, we have a very important date this evening.
Oh.
With yes.
Oh, I thought that was just Enigma. I'm invited to this.
Of course. You're going to stay right beside us the whole time.
As a valued member of the team, almost like we're a family, right?
Yes, Greyhide. Just like a family.
That's very nice. Thank you, guys.
We're not considered a family until we have some babies.
Wow!
Right.
I'm sorry,
Yes,
Enigma. Isn't your uterus a little bit undead? Can you still...
How
Oh, that's a little. That's
dare you?
crossing.
I mean, I don't know how this sort of thing works, you know? I've never had an undead uterus.
Are you a vampire? Is that why you keep accusing me of being? You guys, I think.
I'm like,
think
see ya, Mert. I start walking out. I don't know what these guys are doing, but
So as you bicker out of the theater, you find a coach. You head back to Troll Skull, I assume.
Yes.
Eventually, 9 o'clock does come around, and the guard does show up. Maximus, and
Hey, Maximus,
Yeah.
in here, yes. Do you want me to make you some rigatoni? It's a beautiful rigatoni. We're just about to have it.
so
Okay.
everybody, tell me when 9 o'clock rolls around, what are you doing?
So I'm
when
going to tell
Maximus shows up.
everyone, the rest of us are going to pretend to be normal patrons at this new tavern who don't know each other and don't know Enigma except me because Enigma, I'm sorry. I'm going to be pretending to be your half-brother. So...
And who's going to be
Greyhide.
Enigma?
Oh,
yes.
that's a great question.
I would have
Well,
been.
Enigma should be Enigma.
Yeah,
I think Enigma should be Enigma.
When 9 o'clock rolls around, I'm in my room, dipping my arrows in one of the vials of the new poison that I have.
On the top of the roof? I mean, the top outlook on the roof. Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to be sitting in the tavern, and I'm probably going to be on my 4th alcoholic beverage, and I'm going to be pouring my heart out to Angelo, telling him,
Okay.
I'm a good paladin, right?
On
Yes,
your
you're a very good paladin.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want anything else?
on your character sheet, there's a conditions placed there. You can put, I think, drunk or inebriated or something like that.
And I also put depressed.
If you click, I think it's there.
So where's
If
the
you're depressed, does that give you disadvantage?
Just put poisoned.
Okay.
You are considered poisoned for a bit, for now,
All right.
under conditions.
I can't. Okay, I'll look for
And-
conditions. Yes.
Yeah, and then Enigma, the one who is supposedly agreed to go on a date with this guy at Troll Skull Manor, though it wasn't you who made the date.
Exactly.
Um, What
to
is
be a
Enigma
theme
gonna
with
do?
us.
Is Enigma planning to be in the tavern waiting for the guy or anything?
Yeah. So you said that Fig was a classy version of Enigma, right?
Yeah,
You
like
didn't
like
hear
when you went
that.
to the theater. Mhm.
Okay. So when she made plans to do the date, she would have been like the classy version of me, right?
Mhm.
Like
Okay,
whatever
so I'm-
you wore at the gown, like at that theater the
Theater.
other day,
Mhm.
that's what I was wearing.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna be like the opposite, like complete trash. So I'm gonna put on a little bodysuit with a hoochie skirt, stripper heels 6 inches,
Wow.
and I'm gonna sit at the
Wow.
bar. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette, and one of my feet is gonna be on the top of the bar stool, and I'm just waiting for him.
And I'm just
Awesome.
standing here with my eyes going back and forth between Greyhide, drunk and depressed, and Enigma
And
with a leg
Greyhide
on
is
the
going to be
bar.
looking at this and feeling a little bit sort of mournful and jealous. It's like she looks fantastic.
Wow.
She's going
and
out
I'm
with another
sipping-
dude, and I feel a little bit worthless. So.
Uh,
I'm sipping whiskey too.
where
Naturally.
did I put it?
You know, and
Sorry,
then
I'm looking for my. Oh, there it is.
Fitz is going to realize that maybe it would be a cock block if her brother was there. So I am going to use my face changing thing,
Mm-hmm.
magic of the goddess,
Disguise self.
to disguise
Mask of
myself.
many faces. Mm-hmm. Sorry.
As it, yes, that one. And I'm going to sit in the corner of the tavern with a large tankard of beer as a surly dwarf with a large beard.
All right.
Hello, Master
Whoa!
Sprout.
The hacksmith just gave us 10 tier 1 subs to a whole bunch of people. So, wow for that. You are the man. You are the bomb.com. Thank you so much for that. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thebomb.com.
That's fantastic. Thank you.
It is amazing.
Smith.
Which is good timing. So, you do that as the dwarf. Maximus comes to the door looking. He sees Enigma, looks very confused, shrugs, and walks up. And meanwhile, Alpha,
Yes.
in your top little alcove on the roof, you hear this strange noise. It sounds like it's coming from actually the floor under you.
I reach for my hat of vermin
Okay.
and I pull out a rat
Okie dokie.
and I use my speak to animal.
Okay. Roll a stealth to see how quietly you can do this.
Should be noted that the hacksmith doesn't make props. He makes like real life
7.
movie
I'm not
things.
that
and,
quiet. I
like,
think my rat is a little bit
bodysuits.
squeaky
Yeah,
right
before
now.
you even get the spell off, the rat
Yeah.
just kind of freaks out for some reason. It's just a bad rat. And it goes, and you suddenly hear from below, as it suddenly you hear a crash on the ladder that heads up, and it rams into the side. You look down, and you see a creature. Sorry, I did the wrong thing. You see a thank you, Master Sprout, for following. You see a creature, a floating ball of flesh with a main cataract eye, this giant open sagging mouth to the side. This thing is huge as it looks up at you. It has eye stalks. Some of the eyes look milky and cataract. One eye stalk is laying limp on its side. You
Do
see
I know
the body
what
of
this
this.
is?
No, you see the body, the sides of it going through necrosis. You see this giant toothy maw with broken teeth with dried blood as though it was pouring down its face and dried up. You see its eye, its pupil of its eyes looking around frantically around its cataract. And you see the skin of it kind of undulating slightly back and forth, and you smell the stench of decay as it looks up at you, and with this strange sound as it opens its mouth, its crooked mouth, and making this up at you. We'll see what happens next time.
Yuck!
Wow. Gross.
Wow,
I don't
wish,
think we said we were
Greyhide
taking a
didn't
long
get
rest,
completely
you know.
hammered.
Like, I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
You guys
there
are
was
screwed.
there was no long rest.
Boy.
There wasn't. But we got potions. Who could ask for anything more?
Yeah. Good thing getting those arrows
Thank
ready.
you, Master Sprout.
Yes. Very awesome.
Certain.
Wow,
This was
you,
wild,
Master Sprout.
I gotta say.
Wow, this is wild. So, on
Right.
the second date
And
for
thank
us.
you again, the Hacksmith. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Second date. I would
Second
say.
date
Second
and
Hacksmith
was
for sure.
not the person who's supposed to be on it is on it.
Once again, Alpha goes and seduces someone, and someone else has
Once
to be on a
again,
date.
at Fitz's behest, may I add.
I mean, this
Were
time,
people
yes.
just tuning in.
This time it was strategic. Last
We still
time
need
it
to make
was
a
you
clip of
wanting
that.
to save a couple of gold pieces. I mean, it depends.
Oh.
You still don't know this, by the way.
No, I think because Fitz thinks that you're a legitimate friend who didn't sell him for 10 pieces.
I will say, the alpha looking down at the creature
Yeah.
would tell it this looks like a beholder of yore, like you would have read about
before.
somewhere. Yeah, but it definitely looks different. It's decaying and rotting and
So it's
nasty
not
looking.
Xanathar, anyway.
Oh boy.
Well, if it's
Or
Xanathar,
maybe-
but times have been hard.
Well, I don't think that dwarf is going to be able to take me to visit my sister anymore. I think, unless I assume he's been dispatched and eaten or destroyed by this, or maybe rescued.
We shall find out.
I hope
Next week
Yeah.
on Art of the Roll, and I'm going to make ramen soup after this because I'm depressed. Greyhide, that is, not Mark, not
Oh,
Brombactor.
Mark. Greyhide, you'll be fine.
Oh,
He's
wow,
got some
Hacksmith-
things to sort out.
Uh-oh.
Dark paladin things.
The hacksmith just redeemed.
400. You need to yell headlong into danger somehow.
Well, next week I will go headlong into depression. No, I mean headlong into danger with the rest of us.
Yes, and just remember you are poisoned, so because of all your drinking, that you'll have disadvantage on everything. Attacks.
I won't be of
saving
any
throws.
assistance to anyone. I will be half a paladin.
This will be the perfect time to send those saves for Greyhide.
And well, we have
Yeah.
Do
You
I
do have a
still
D8
get
inspiration.
that extra dice
Yeah,
roll next
it
week,
carries
by the
over.
way?
You still have a D8 inspiration to use whenever you want.
I will.
Remember that,
I
you're
will
going to
definitely
need
need
it.
that because I'm kind of hurting.
So we will see the conclusion next time on Art of the Roll. Say bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.